Hey guys, surprise, surprise. I said I was going to stream Wednesday doing some Cliff Empire, but I kind of felt the need to do something a little different tonight to pass some of the time. I don't know if this will be a series. I've named it episode 1, but we're going to see just how well this is going to work out because this mod pack, yeah, this is the mod pack that is going to drive me to frustration. And I'm kind of a little tired of having it all to myself, and I want to kind of share some of my adventures, so I'm starting anew on this world. If you're not familiar with SevTech Ages, this is a mod pack for Minecraft 1.12.2. We are getting back a little bit to the roots on my channel here with some of my Minecraft modding fun. And this is a mod pack that takes the entire game and twists it all around. That there are through 263 mods, which, believe me, takes quite a while to load up, will progress me through ages, as you can kind of expect from the menu image that will be showing on the screen right now. It's going to progress through this, and yeah, it's a very challenging pack to get through, to the point where basically to get all the way up to Galactic Craft, I believe they were saying something around 600 hours, and that's if you're speedrunning it. So this is going to take a while, especially because a lot of this stuff can just be maniacal grinding, which is why I'm not sure how well this is going to work for a stream series, but maybe just kind of a little bit of a one-off thing. We will see. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started in a brand new world. This is my offline world. You can tell I was starting to get very frustrated by the time I started my third world, because there's a biome that we are going to need to have access to that may not necessarily be readily available. Hey, Australian gamer, how's it going? The other nice thing is hopefully I'll be able to pay a little more attention to chat with this particular setup. Yeah, Patrick V. Patrick V. Wow, I missed a numeral there. Sorry, Patrick 4. I am starting up a potential new series. We're going to see what this is going to be like. And yeah, this will be going up in the channel after the stream. Don't worry about it. It could be Advanced Rocketry. I'm not sure if it's that or Galactic Craft Tarmac, but no, it's something I still haven't. I've only managed to get through stage 1 of my off-stream world here. And I said, you know what, this would be a little more fun if maybe I stream it. Does not have terra firma craft to that extent, but it's very similar to terra firma craft in some ways. It's very much a challenging mod pack that you're not going out and immediately digging down and mining up, you know, raw resources and equipping yourself in armor in 5 minutes and, you know, basically done with the game after 8 hours. I am going to do 2 things here. First off, I am going to give it a seed. I have not tried this seed before. And second, for the purposes of the fact that I'm on the stream, and in the event that anything does happen, I am turning cheats on. I do not want to use them. I probably will not use them because I will admit I tried this in the offline world after some very frustrating moments with Totemic, the mod pack Totemic. And it didn't work very well. You couldn't really do a lot of stuff because of the way they've got this locked down, which is cool. So I have a legit challenge I can't even cheat my way past. I'm gonna stick with world type realistic. This is gonna be a pain in my butt, but I don't want to change the world type because it could potentially break it. Let's, yeah, Patrick, it's a grind. I'm gonna aim to complete this as much as I can, but it's gonna depend on, you know, how well it's received on the channel versus how much time I'm willing to put into it, because I've been playing this thing steadily for most of January. It took me about 2 weeks in my other world of playing in on evenings to get through to stage 1 out of the tutorial stage, quote unquote. And the tutorial stage isn't really a tutorial stage, and nothing is always very well explained with some of these, some of the quests and some of the mod mechanics. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. So we are going to be starting here on a world in the plains. Basically, we can skip that because I'm not doing multiplayer or anything like that. There's a what's new icon on the right side of the screen. If I pause it, I'm not mucking about with resource packs. You'll note that Wayla and the map are not available from the beginning. They need to be unlocked. And there's also progressions, but... Come on... Oh, for the love of God. Really? Right off the bat. That's a bear back there, by the way, that I'm running away from, being chased by a wolf pack. I am not equipped to deal with either of those. And this is going to throw me right into it, especially because I've got a villager hut over here I can use. Anyone in here? Yep, you're still in here. Okay, good. I need to take shelter with you for now, my friend. There's villagers. They're going to be few and far between. There are villages, but the trades are going to be very basic. In fact, if I look at JEI over here, I'm not kidding you. These are the blocks I have access to start with. This is a very, very basic age that I am in currently, but the good news is finding this gives me a few options. Like an actual basic weapon. Oh, give me that spear. I will take that, and I don't have an axe, so I can't do anything with that. Yep, I can't even do anything. This is the other problem. If you don't know how to use something, you can't carry it in your hotbar. So I don't know what to do with a broken spear or a pelt of animal. I don't even think I can necessarily pick up that. I'm not too worried about that. I am Caveman Feral here. So we are pretty much just looking at finding this and finding rocks. That's right. I get to arm myself with rocks and sticks. And stuff that comes out of chickens. The mod pack itself just goes all over the place as far as some of the stuff you're doing, some of the weird things that you get into. I will admit, the magic mods are not my favorite. Totemic in particular drives me absolutely insane. Just trying to deal with it and the wonky controls, honestly, that I feel it has for how that works. We'll grind our way through that when we have to worry about it, but I don't have an axe. I can't make a crafting bench. In fact, all I can really do at this point is hope I can find some flint around here. I have no map. You'll see if I pull up F3. I have no coordinates. I cannot tell you where I am at, what biome I am in. Only that I know from experience that that is something I want to avoid over in that direction, because that's a bear over there. They are probably not going to be very happy to see me, especially if they have young'uns with them. I can... nope, that's Iron Tree I was going after there. This is the fun part sometimes. If I want to hang on to you, I have to try to find a way to pick you up, basically fill my toolbar, and then I could actually carry you in the upper part of my inventory, but that's kind of cheaty too. The void behind the stream exists for a reason. That's because I do not play Minecraft in full window. I cannot play it in full window because honestly I alt-tab out so much and it just causes so many problems with the game. As far as, is it going to pause, is it going to do other stuff, is it going to take it off the monitor, that I just don't actually play it full screen anymore. So it's actually, the little two void bars are there from the window mode, basically, of the game. Gravel would be nice. Having a nice place to get down to grab gravel would be even better, though. It's the other thing that I wish they'd fix in SevTech is rock spawning. Really don't need these rocks to spawn out in the ocean. It seems kind of silly. Or rivers. Rivers I gotta be careful with because there are piranha. If I'm not paying attention, I could very easily become snack for something down here. There's salt in the game. I'm definitely going to need to get some of that once I get some tools up, but when I get tools, I need some flint. We're going to do this like they did it in the old school, just to get that to start with. There's crops already kind of hitting, sort of hiding around the world. There's a bad wolf over there. Do not want the bad wolf. Dark gray wolves will hunt me down. They are in packs, and they are absolutely deadly to me at this point in the game. On the wrong side of the river again, because there's carrots over there. And I've also got to think about shelter, because I'd really need to stay away from that villager. For the time being, I do not have a raft. I do not have the ability to make a boat. What can I do? If I remember right, I need to construct some twine. Yay! Plant twine. And to make myself a magic little mesh to sift the gravel through to get some flint that we're going to repeatedly bash against a rock until we actually get something out of it. And there's dirt over there. I want to get the carrots I saw over there too. Also, water, depending on where you are in the world, will not regenerate. There's no infinite Minecraft springs of water. The nice thing is with the terrain, the realistic terrain that's on here is we do have little springs of water and everything that I will eventually find my way around to. There's carrots. I want the carrots. Give me the carrots. Thought I saw carrots. Carrots. Carrots, 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 carrots. Aha. Another thing, food is much more complicated. I have actual nutrition I've got to worry about. So I can't just constantly run around and just keep my saturation up. No, I've got to have specific foods that I have had. Also got to be careful about caves, because this might actually be a good shelter for the knife. I block up one end of it. I have no complaints about that. I need to smack some flint against this, and I got nothing out of you. Wow, game is out to kill me already. Normally, at least I get something out of my first try. I need to basically do flint mapping here. Or flint napping. I need to make sharp little points of rock by smashing against other rock. Because otherwise, it's going to be a long night. Primarily with me running around. There we go. Flaked flint. That's actually, I couldn't do it because I was running around. Let's take a quick look at achievements. As you can see, I've already managed to punch through a couple of them, but this is the tutorial age, quote unquote. It's going to teach me all the basics about doing everything, which really consists of a lot of tedious work. Why are you not working right? I know I've got you set. You can see I've got some basic tools in here now. I need the basic hatchet. Give me hatchet. No. Aha! Hatchet. Huzzah! I now have the ability to chop down trees. And all I'm started with is going to be pink wood. Oh, this is going to be a lovely first survival shelter at this point, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. And I'm really poor as far as the game is concerned right now. Playing with me, why the small GUI? Actually, that is the upsized GUI. The problem is I'm playing at 4K, so realistically, what I need to do to help you guys see is, remember, I need to change up. There we go. That should help you out a little bit. The other problem is also, the same problem is there with the fonts, because it's using screen smooth fonts. Not really a fan of those, but they're there, and it's what I've got. So, yeah, I have changed over narrate. I am seeing it, so I did remember to do that when I started the stream. No worries there. I am just not 100% paying full attention, because it's going to be night here before long, and there's some basic stuff I am going to need to get in place, like chopping block for some wood, because there is no such thing as just sticking a block of wood in my inventory and getting a bunch of, you know, a bunch of whatchamacallits out of it. In fact, I think I am going to shelter here for the night. I'll stick that there, and if I want wood blocks, and this is going to be a problem because, yeah. I don't recognize this wood, which is kind of annoying because it's what's there, unfortunately. But we're gonna forge ahead on it. I am now officially in stage 0, which now means I've got stage 0 mobs, and the sun's about to go down. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I need some torches. I need some fire sticks just to have those ready. And you gave me 1 extra because of that achievement. And I need to think about... You might want to kind of sit there and say, well, wait a minute, what is he doing with this crafting rock? Well, you want to talk about what I've got to do for food around these parts? My food is going to be coming out of a campfire, but to craft said campfire, caveman smash. And I'm probably doing it the wrong one, aren't I? This is the problem you get when you start taking this stuff up. That's the fire pit I want. Yeah, I forgot the twine in the middle. Okay. Easy peasy, right? Except it's getting dark. Alright, I can work with that. It's actually not a bad spot to be dark, too. Not much is going to spawn around the cave. It's not going to be as bad on the surface as you might think, but there's definitely stuff that I cannot have go after me here. I can't take on all that much. Actually, the other thing I should also do, give me some of this rice. I can't really do anything with it right now, but I will later. I'll warn you guys, I am a bit of a pack rat when it comes to this sort of stuff. Fire pit. We got fire sticks ready to go. I can't chuck that wood in there. I can't chop that wood because I can't hold on to it. Unless you're going to let me... Okay, no, stage 0. You're letting me do it now. Good. This is what you've got to go through to get planks. So now I've got some planks. I got a crappy amount of those. And I need to have the torches ready to go. Because they're unlit torches. I can't do anything with them right now. Also not lighting the fire for me. Wow. This start is already going to be off to a great start because it's bugged. Alright, changing plans. We're going to be moving on from this location because short of finding a tree, a regular oak tree, or a spruce tree, I don't know if the acacia, or not the acacia, the eucalyptus wood over there is going to be much use. And there are... there's a bear over that way, and he's coming this way with the wolves. Okay, we're kind of running out of opportunities over here. Let's just shoot and scoot. Might be... Nope, you're an olive tree. You're even worse. Oh, and there's wolves over there. I might be able to take them on if I'm in the river, but taking them on, not really a good idea. Come on, squid, out of my way. More important places to be. You'll also notice I'm not actively jumping up. That's because the game institutes the other little pet peeve I've got with good old survival here on SevTech is it institutes its own little auto step feature and doesn't let you turn it off. You are stuck with it. Not very much a fan of that, but it is what it is. It's a forest over there. I might be able to take refuge in. Wolves that way. Wolves that way. Potatoes. Salvage on the run. Don't go through the tall grass, because that's going to slow me down. Yeah, the combat updates... oh, crap. Wolves, 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 wolves. Run, 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 run. I don't want to run too much, though, because that's going to eat up my health. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Just give me something I can actually take down. That's a dirt path there. I'm near a village. Give me the saplings. At least the trees go down pretty quickly. I might just shelter in the village overnight. Yo, guys, I need a place to stay. You'll also notice that I'm not going to get any help here. There's no farmland. Even if there is a blacksmith's house, there's no thing in the blacksmithy. He's got nothing. There's no such things as fences, no such things as chests, stairs, furnaces. Lava's not even out right now. So, really, I just need to pick a good spot to hole up, and that is right here. No doors, so I can't keep anyone out the old-fashioned way. And now we find, here's what I'm going to be doing for most of my nights in SevTech. Setting myself somewhere and doing some work overnight, because I can't even sleep yet. Can't make a bed. Beds are not going to exist for quite a while in this universe. Let's do that. Ow. Went too close to the fire. That was stupid. Stupid Pharaoh. Bad move. And yeah, I know I'm kind of wasting my stuff here because I can cook these things for better food, which I need to actually start working on. Except you're not going to let me... Wow, I haven't even teched up to that yet. Alright. Let's get going on that regards then, because I really do need to start teching up some of this stuff. Flint pickaxe. Let's get our crafting table down. No grid, just ploppy ploppy, and... I should have stayed to flint map some more stuff, shouldn't I? Anything out here I can use? Might just be able to... Yes! And you can't just spam click this stuff either. You've got to very methodically work through these things. Get resort to disable... If there is, I haven't actually run across it yet. Because I've completed on my other world stage 0 for everything except there's a totemic quest for defeating the boss. And that's the only one I haven't completed yet, as far as I know. Actually, let's get a torch down. Torches, by the way, don't produce a lot of light. You can see that's a torch there. I've got F7 mode and JEI, and, or not JEI, Mo overlays. And it's not, that's a spawnable space there. Right next to torch. So, yeah, now the good news is we can craft a tiki torch eventually that will give me a broader, lightable area. Can't complete that now, unfortunately. Let's also do a little bit of inventory management, because this game is all about inventory management. You are going to spend a lot of time with a very inadequate inventory, cursing the day that you ever started playing this pack. Let's go ahead and get a pickaxe going. Let's see. Get back to my normal setup here. As close as I can get it. Let's see. Stone pickaxe. Well, in order to do that, I've actually got to get some stone. So let's, seeing as I don't exactly have anything to do right now, borrow the old UHC trick of digging down safely. Almost sounds like that villager got thrown down the well, so to speak. And that is how you get back up, using a minimum of blocks and not leaving spawnable spaces behind you. Let's see, we've got ourselves some of that, so I can make a... Let's see, you want the pickaxe, you want the work blade. I have to craft the spear, unfortunately, so even though I've already picked one up and have another one that I can repair. So I believe, if I remember right, that's just you, right? Yes! Spears are a nice weapon. The nice thing about that is you've got the whole approach of you can use it as a sword, essentially, or you can throw it. Throwing a little tricky, though. Got the tomahawk as well. That I have to do some special stuff to craft that. Let's get an actual No, I'm not going to go for that pickaxe because that's going to fill my inventory of the work blade I definitely need. Let's see, I believe. I mean, all of this is really cool because it's based around this whole kind of realistic idea of really how you build yourself up in Minecraft. It's not the case of, oh, you get to build everything right off the bat that you want. You'll get what you want and you'll take what you want and hope that it works out. I'll just put you there. Come on. No. Why are you not putting you on? Okay, so all I've got is fancy blocking material there. Okay, so life lesson number 1. Don't bother picking up the cherry trees. They are going to do you no good. You might be thinking, you know, hang on a second, Farrell. You could run around and pick up stuff from the ground, because there's still crops out there. I mean, not full-fledged farm plots here, but there's still stuff out there. You're right and kind of wrong as far as doing something like trading with the villagers, because the villagers aren't really much help themselves either. Of course, they're not very advanced themselves. They've been on the planet as long as you have, or in the overworld. Did you guys hide last night? You can't count on them being anywhere where you think you're going to find them. And, well, yeah, they're going to have very specialized trades. Some string would actually be pretty nice. I can get monolith stone, I can get Shoggoth flesh. Don't know why a fisherman is offering that kind of trade, but that's what they do. We got more Fletcher work over there. Here's a butcher, same deal. Some bones, some carrots, which I don't have enough of. That's actually tempting, because I really could use mutton more than that. Eggs, buffalo for salt. I've not gone fishing yet. There's also the librarians. I'm going to have to come back to these guys at some point and bring them that stuff, because that's going to be our first level of mapping that we've got. And yeah, sorry Patrick, this is kind of what how I play the game. I'm not really always 100% out there. There have been times where it's been about 9 minutes before I've responded to the community, and especially for something like this, it kind of takes a lot of my concentration. Now I'm gonna start wandering again, because there's really no point in me sticking around where I'm at, and I'm really looking for, as soon as I can get my bearings from the sun. Can't do anything with that. That's a hemp plant there. And look at that. My inventory is full already. Alright. Drop a fire stick. We can live without that. Where are we? Sun's coming up from that angle. Well, you know what? Pick a direction and just stay consistent with it. And I think we're going to make that direction over in this general area. I have to remember not to run or jump, because auto jump will do that for me. It takes a little getting used to. I mean, auto jump's usually the first thing I turn off when I go into Minecraft these days, but how they've implemented it for this is not too bad, because really when I hate auto jump, it's because I need to use it for some fine maneuvering. And that's generally not the case for most of what I have to do. Horses, I'm going to need to... Yeah, I wish I had F3 so I could, in a normal game, I'd remember where these guys are, come back and pick them up later, but can't do that. And here's the other thing you'll also note, there's no ores anywhere in the world yet. And also, what I'm guessing are lava monsters down there. That's great. There's no point to go down there anyways, because I'm not going to get any ores if I go down there. All of the ores in the world, all the ores in the world are hidden at this point. You can't see any of them. Ooh, that's a ugly drop there. The ores will pop up as we start going through ages, and it's not going to be like a, oh, I suddenly spot ores out in the open. No, you gotta find the little deposits on the top of the land, kind of like a Terraformer Craft, and get at them that way. Should really be going after these cows, probably. Let's ditch that, because that's not going to do me any good. And animals will not only run themselves, they'll alert all the stuff around them to go running. Just as a heads up, so if you hit something, like watch this other cow in the back. No, he's running away. Going after the cows because I can pair them up with potatoes. Here's a spear. I'm not very good with the spear, which is why you're not going to see me use it all that often. I pick up the leather on that? Good. I got the leather, and I've got the bones. I mean, this is caveman survival at its best right now. And just keep trying to... Just gotta throw obstacle after obstacle in my way here, aren't you, game? Get as much distance as I can, because I do have a quest on here that depends on being in a certain biome. And I have found, here's a natural spring here. I love these because just the way that they, be a very quick way to get around past your enemies. Also be a pain to cross early on. Feathers, thank you guys. Yeah, the new survival update for space engineers. Yeah, they've gone back to the drawing board on everything, haven't they? Let's see. And this is why I figured this was going to be a very potentially difficult series to do live. Because I'm going to be doing very little but just walking and gathering as we go here. Get a couple more hemp. Or not hemp, twine. Plant fiber. Let's see. The world itself is laid out in just like you would expect a real world to be. If I go far enough north or south, I'll be traveling into colder and colder biomes. And this particular biome I'm going to be looking for is a very cold biome. I love it when these happen. This is... Game has spawned fruit bushes out in the open and left them ready for me to pick up. Haha. It's all mine. But again, fruit. Not going to do me much good unless I've got protein and vegetables and grain to go with it. Gotta keep an eye out for those piranha that could show up. Fortunately, that was a squid. And I'm just gonna keep walking because there's no point to me gathering too much stuff here. Up and at least as far as I can go, and that... Caveman Feral has a bit of a decision here. Really want to try to get close to that. Villages, yeah, now I'll be your... I mean, absolutely, they're nice to keep an eye out for, but I don't really... They're something I don't really need ready access to. Honestly, the whole point with villages at this point is I would have to try to keep them safe, which I can't do very easily because you can't just lock them up somewhere with doors. And you don't really get much out of them. That little horn, annoyingly enough. You'll see I've also got the audio cues up. The skeleton dudes are because even the mod makers, the pack makers here realized that skeletons are hideously overpowered at this stage. So they've all just got party horns. They can't technically hurt me. I'm full on sticks now, too. Okay. So, what I really just need is some more plant fiber. We can ditch the dirt. Actually, what I should probably do is repair that. Because apparently I don't even know where the other spear went. I must not have picked it up when I was going after those cows. It's the other reason I don't like spears that much. There's a village over there. Villages at this point are nice places to potentially hole up, but that's about it. I mean, if I have to travel a little bit to get back to the villages, because I will need to at various times, I don't mind that. Slow-moving terrain. They're rush reeds, but they are horribly, hideously slow. And no, I don't need flowers. Stop picking up flowers, you daydreaming caveman. What I need is a very dark and nasty looking biome. Because that's going to have some monsters in it we're going to need for one of our quests. And if I can get close enough to one to keep it spawning some things in that biome so I can go after them and kill them, progression's going to go a lot quicker. Oh, ooh, there's a good find over there. Bone blocks. Because one of the things that these villagers are going to be doing is offering trades for bone meal. Because believe it or not, I actually have to buy my farmland. I cannot till farmland at this point. I could not just sit here and say, okay, I'm going to come up here and plant all of my crops, till this soil, and I'll be done with it. Nope. I've got to buy farmland off the villagers, and I need bone blocks for that. But the problem is, I can't tell you guys where I'm at, because I don't know. But that's a prime source right there. I can't even do anything to get bone meal out of those until I have actually a mill, and that's something I'm nowhere near getting. Let's see, looks like savannah over that direction. Is it another village over there, or some? No, that's probably a. I've had chance occasions to wander into certain areas I should not with my equipment. That is probably one of them. Actually, looks like the villagers are smart enough to go inside, kind of. Anyway, buddy, let's leave you over here. Good news is I don't have to worry about traditional zombies from the standpoint of baby zombies. We're good. Yeah, the atlas would be nice, but in order to get that atlas, remember, I'm going to have to get feathers and ink sacs. I can grab ink sacs while I go, and this is actually a pretty good place to consider it. I'm somewhat safe over here. Not perfectly for doing not fishing, because I can't fish yet either. Let's get our campfire going, though. And a torch, just to light the place up a bit. And I should be able to... Oh, that's right, you can't cook vegetables until I get the stone grill. I'm not anywhere near that yet either. When I say it's going to take a while to tech up some stuff, it is going to take a while to tech up some of it. So there's the spot where we need to actually be able to buy farmland. Well, we can't really do that until we go through and get the handstone. Which I could actually... No, I can't do because in order to make the grindstone, if I remember right, everything looks like you can get into it, but really it's a lot of horizontal development. So the grindstone is going to require smooth stone, which I can't do unless I've got a strainer, which I can't use yet. I can't even make it. Can't make a chisel at this point either, by the way. I can make a clay kiln. That's going to require clay, which is going to require fire source underneath it, which means I have to make the kiln to cook the kiln that I can then use to put charcoal in that I can put underneath it to keep the kiln permanently lit. And when you start getting to that, you're kind of getting into the territory of I really need to leave something, you know, fully, what's the word I'm thinking of? I mean, I can't even grind this stuff into... Actually, no, I got a little bit of green here. Let's take care of some of that right now. There we go. Not much satisfaction off that. I can cook the beef, and that's really about it. And it's expensive. It's a log to cook an item. Whew. Smithies do not have loot in them at this level. I don't believe they will even have loot in them. I haven't gone out exploring in Age 1, but they may have it as part of that age. Because at that point, that's when chests actually exist in the world, the traditional Minecraft chest. up until now, there's the closest thing I'll have for chest storage would be a primal chest, which is carries next to nothing, and I screwed that up. Darn it. Gotta watch my misclicking here. There's also a regular chest, but it stores just like a grid worker stuff. In fact, I kind of am missing the fact that I wasn't able to pick up that shelving unit before I left that area, the starter area. But we can always get back to that. We'll have a compass to work with that. The villager is just very happy to hear the story all about how to play in his world. It's very exciting, slow roasting my food here. I mean, the great news is once I get the ability to roast the potatoes, then even the carrots and everything, I can actually get steak dinner, and that starts combining some of your different food elements. That'll make it much easier for me to get my health up. I mean, the other thing is, realistically, I could go out at night here. I mean, as you can see, with this age, there's not that many threats that are showing up, but exploring, there's bears out there, there are still creepers and spiders and all sorts of other creepy crawlies that can still spawn. Zombies can still show up. And I need to actually do something about that first with this. Let's smash this bone against the ground. You can see that gave me a flaked bone, but not an actual... Wow, you cheated me out on that one, game. It's not giving me flaked flint all the time, and now this time it didn't give me the bone blade with the bone shard. That's a bit annoying, game. You're starting to make me not like this world. Making me waste my time going back and forth on this thing. The other thing I can also do to free up my inventory a little bit is I'm going to go ahead and turn these into raw hides. There are some villagers that would trade me very specific animal hides for that, but I'm going to need the raw hide to start with more than, well, that and the extra inventory space than anything else. Also, let's get rid of... As much as I like alternative tree types, no, we don't really need to hang on to that. Well, there's no point in staying in here at this point, then, if it's going to rain outside. Because it's going to be just as deadly out here when it's raining, so... Let's see if we can continue our trek. Unless one of you guys is a... Ooh, hang on a second. Hang on one moment. This... did that... That one's acting very... Oh, I see what's going on. See, it's replaced the fence with the stairs, because stair technology doesn't exist yet. But it's being very particular about the hitbox on that. These torches. They are going to do you no good. The nice thing about this is also, as you can see, items float, even though it's not the latest version of Minecraft. Take that squid, that's going to blind me. Alright. I have to keep an eye out for the piranhas. Sure, I also have my spears too. I could spearfish as well, and in fact I actually need to at some point. It's one of the achievements that I can go through here. Come here, buddy. Saw you go running away. I mean, the problem is I don't even know if there's a librarian in this village. There could be nothing around here. Also, why did the torches... Yeah, in fact, there might be a piranha in the area right now based on that. Hang on one sec. Cough mute. Get that, look at the fish. I think I want to see if I can try for another sword here. Ooh. Those Game didn't properly replace those, interestingly enough. Come on. There we go. Now I've got a much more nastier... I've got a sharpened bone. Watch out. Sun's coming too. Oh, I gotta remember also pick up the torch I left back here. No librarians in this village, I suspect, too, which is kind of annoying. I have enough feathers to potentially, if there is a librarian in this village, to pull off getting an atlas, which would be kind of nice early on, but kind of doubt it. Oop. And the blacksmiths don't trade weapons at this point either. I mean, all these guys are very basic, bare bones. Bare bones setup here. Going down that way. Well, at least the village is useful for one thing. A little bit of a bridge getting across the big lake. So I don't want to... I could run into Savannah, but... eh. One of the problems with... oh. Alright, come here. There's a piranha. And they come in packs. And on top of that with the spray. That was lovely timing there, game. Let's get the protein up a little bit and heal up too. The good news is you... I do like the reworked spider model they did for this too. With the weird crunchy legs. Let's drop the bush. And I don't really care about spider eyes. I think I'm gonna find a slightly different way to go around, because that's not worth it with the reeds there. And I could try to go up. Actually, yeah, I do need to go up that way. Downside with the realistic terrain, which is the thought I was trying to go after when I was so rudely interrupted by Piranha, is that it adds some pretty epic-sized hills in the way of everywhere you need to go. So I've learned early on that when I see a big hill starting to form, I probably need to get somewhere near the top of it. Or at least start heading in that general direction. So yeah, you can see it's starting to get hillier over in that direction. I don't have a raft. I don't really have anywhere... Get some barley, but I need to grind that up for that to really be useful. Let's just see if we can get further up here. I could go for some pigs, but eh. Cows are the best food because you can combine them with the veg and get a pretty good protein vegetable food source. Also gonna need them later on when I get a certain kind of piece of equipment in age 1. Even bothering to gather sticks still. I need the gather anything. I need plant fibers. I think I should be dropping something here. 2 spears. Fish. Inventory management. Lovely. You can go away. Yeah, I definitely need to collect more fibers. Can never have enough fiber. Technically, I could use the beet, but I'm not going to worry about grabbing it. Having the wheat is going to be more useful when I get to grinding. Can you breed up a librarian, or are they world spawns only? At this stage of the game, certainly world spawns only. I don't know if there's any way in packs that they introduce, or ages as you go, to be able to spawn up villagers or anything like that. You can raise animals and whatnot. That is definitely a thing. What's not a thing is gonna find an easy way down out of this mess. Oof. That's one nice, lovely drop down that direction. And who knows what is spawning around me as I'm doing this too, because I have to keep in mind it is raining. Stuff will be spawning in the world. And the last thing I want to do is take damage going downhill too quickly. Let's actually think about what I need to... do need to get spearfishing, so let's actually see if we can... There we go. Just to get the achievement out of the way. Can I get up that? I believe I can. Yeah. Let's see, wait. Do the hard... No, I'm not going to do the hardcore parkour that way. Cheat. Yeah, it's kind of interesting what they let you get away with and what they don't let you get away with. And, like, for instance, the part I said about water not being something that you can actively... it doesn't regenerate. There's no such thing as infinite water. Well, if you find the right corner, you can actually still get away with it. They haven't managed to completely eradicate it. Hey, Moldark. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been back in Minecraft. I just haven't actually done anything on stream or done any of the usual multiplayer shenanigans. I mean, I've been on I mean, at this point, just to give you guys an update, I'm not on Zasuma's server anymore. I kind of cut that one back. I'm still around on... well, not still around, but I'm still supporting Zombie Cleo and False Symmetry, and I do have some stuff tucked away on the Spumcraft server, but I'm not doing them, you know, religiously or anything at this point anymore. Mostly because with False Symmetry, unfortunately, the UHCs, I haven't been in a UHC lately because they do most of their UHCs for the Europeans now. So the time frame for it inevitably is always like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me, which I generally cannot do because of work. And while I could try to schedule some time off for them in advance, it's a lot to kind of expect me to take a day off for that, unfortunately. I'm going to take damage if I try to go that way. I don't want to take damage. There we go. I want to keep going north, but the game is conspiring to kick me a bit further over. Assuming I'm still going north. Again, no compass directions on F3 screen, so it's not going to do me any good. Oh, hang on. Might have found my overnight shelter point. What mud bricks through yon window breaks? 'Tis a mud hut and maybe a villager will be home. Hey, buddy. Nope, you're not. Oh, crap. Alright, well, this is good news, because I can get another campfire going. Could get the bundle of sticks because there's twine on that. I would have to give up carrying something to do this, though. And I gotta say, if there's anything I'm gonna do, it's gonna be the cheaty torches. Don't need all the sticks these things are carrying, but I will certainly take the sticks themselves. We can also get rid of that flaked flint, honestly. I can remake that, and I can even remake that mesh, too. Those are pretty easy to do. I have yet to figure out what to actually do with the wood bundles here that I can pick up, but I can take them. Alright, so there's that, and there's actually something to be said for going after that thatch roof, too. Or more accurately, the slabs. Those are expensive blocks. And if I want to hold up a thatch roof, I actually need them here. You can see that the thatch is going to start disappearing and poofing all on its own there. I can generate the thatch easily enough. Let's actually get rid of the mutton for that. Perfect. Okay. Standardized on my food types, and Yep, I'm heading out away from the direction I came at the cabin, so we're good there. And just keep trekking in this direction and hope that I really run across this one bit of land that I would like to find. Because I need... Basically, what I'm looking for is the Darklands, the Abyssal Craft Dark biome. Because there is a little something I can get out of that. This is the other reason for wanting to go after cows. I can kill them in 2 hits. Oh, missed the jump on that one. Let's just drop some stuff on the shore here. Pick up what I've got on land and process it down. Don't need the flour that's there. What's the last one? Yep, I need that bone. Alright, let's turn that cow pelt into something I can hang on to. And... even trickier. Alright, get rid of the cobble. So I want to hang on to the bones for sure. I can do without the whatchamacallits. Get over here. Inventory management in SevTech Ages. It's loads of fun. Because I can't even make leather at this point. I'm getting all these pelts, and I can't actually do anything with them. I'm better armed. I have no way to make armor at this point. And, you know, I think I'm going to keep going during the night here. Nope. Piranha denied. Go away. You annoying little thing. Little hovel in the ground here. Not really. Well, I guess I could use this to cook up the meat right now. I do kind of need that. And I do need some more materials while I do that. So, let's get some more camp wood for the fire. Also gonna need another axe soon too, or more accurately, I need to make a stone axe. I can do that while I'm here. Let's find our sticks. Just enough stone to make this happen. And caveman smash. Get rid of you. Need to carry the survival one around. That'll get all my food in one spot. I can cook the fish too while I'm at it. I probably should. 3 ink sacks too. I gotta get more ink. I am not subscribed to PewDiePie. No offense, but not really my kind of person, so. And wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. So while I wait, I can always just start picking up camp, getting ready to move it. Can't pick everything back up again, right? Right, game? I'm gonna have the inventory space for this. Alright. Another river crossing. Cross further up, closer together. Let's pick some targets of opportunity here. Oh, yeah, we're not going to hop down that way. It's a bit of a steep drop there. I'd really rather not spawn back on that plane in the middle of the night with no equipment. Actually, I might as well stay on this shoreline. I don't need to cross. Got plenty of opportunity over here. Hugging the shoreline because if I run across another wild wolf pack, that's going to be... Nope, I ran across something better. Got one bone. Let's hope this works. Nope. Nice try, friend. However, you did drop something useful for me. Heard a... Yep, that'd be why. Okay, you're not going to give me time to... Okay, something spawned underground there, and I got a creeper after me. Good news is, dealing with these guys is still about the same. Ow. Except for when I don't get out of range quite far enough. Wanted to use him to blow up the squid to see if he would make the squid drop the ink sac, but I think that backfired too. You got a bone, and nope, didn't do me any good. Something to be said for trying to stick around and go after some of these mobs on the surface right now too. Just not with a spider over that direction and a zombie. That's a little too busy for my neck of the woods. Wolf would be really nice right about now, though. That would let me walk about the surface a little less fearful for my life. He says as he's just casually strolling. We have to keep in mind, those skeletons are not armed with bows at this point still. They are carrying annoying little horns. Wolf. Spider. Let's outdistance him a little bit. Or not. Okay. I don't mind picking up a little more string. String's actually a pretty valuable resource at this point. Zomble. Of course, so is bone. You give me a bone too, friend? No, you're gonna somehow manage to glitch run at me. Very interesting, but stupid. Hey, villager, I saved your life. Could you give me something in return, possibly? Yeah, a little something, like a couple ink sacks. Oh boy, yep. Alright, you're attracting 3 zombies over here somehow. I am not circle strafing like I should be. Not very well, at least, but before I try to pick anything up, let's make sure I'm not going to get creeped at, blown at, or moaned at. The good news is combining armor also still is a thing, at least. And I got enough. Aha! Animal buddy. It's one wolf down. Let's see if I might be able to squeeze another. Come on, give me... Nope. Alright, I'll take one. One is a definite good start. Got a librarian over here. What will you give me? 8 and 10 for my 3. No thank you, sir. You're expensive. But your idiot brother wandering out here in the woods, is he any better? 7 for 10. Which I still can't really do. 1 feather short on that. Alright, keep moving. Not hitting it with the rock, that's not right. Yeah. Left the torches out on purpose? Nope, but, you know, I still have 2 more of those, and in all honesty, what I can even just do is... I don't even have to light these off the fire. What I can do is stick a torch down here. Oh, it's another zombie. I need to also eat something to heal up. The scary thing is that this game is subject to lag, almost like multiplayer servers, that it is this annoyingly complex of a game at times. 263 mods do not necessarily lend themselves well to good performance, and even just running this pack takes quite a bit of memory. Alright, so we got that. Plenty of torches for the time being. Sun's about to come up. I need more squid. So I guess we just, I might as well start catching, or grabbing rotten flesh too, just so I can heal up Poochie here if I've gotta. 2 spiders, that's impressive. Thank you very much, game. No, thank you. However, need a quick way to the nearest body of water. Fast forward through the stream. There's a guy wandering around out here, so there must be another little survival hut somewhere around. And again, I just heard unhappy dog. The downside is unhappy dogs can come out of nowhere and wreck my face. Other problem that I'm about to hit here is these things also go underground. It looks like it's a short run. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, you're really gonna run underground. Okay, we're not gonna go out that way. Nope, nope, nope. Find a nice little bit to get out. That just seems like a bad idea. Mister, all the best of luck to you, but you're done for. Okay, I can give you a way up. Ooh. That's a lovely... I thought they fixed that in the alternative terrain generation. It used to do that all the time. Can we... Nope. Can't claim you. What am I doing for food here? Fruit. Fruit sounds good. I've been picking up quite a bit of that. Some nice berries here. While I gather some more stuff. Gotta watch out for these flowers. Those will hurt me if I walk over them. So if you wonder why I've been avoiding those flowers, that would be why. Anything? I may have to actually settle down at some point and just accept the fact I'm going to have a long trek to that biome. But the closer I can get there, the better off I'm going to be in the long run. Because some of the stuff definitely requires going over and visiting quite a bit. If I go far enough north... Ooh, here's another thing I can watch out for. Cotton plants. Thank you, cotton. That's cheap, easy string there. I can't cultivate any of it because I don't have any farmland, but I can gather it still. This is basically what I imagine it's like for Kurt J. Mack and trying to go to the Farlands. We're trying to go to these stupid abyssal craft biomes. And I suspect I'm still quite a ways off from even being close to them. That's an owl over there. Should mean I'm getting close-ish. I mean, before I say I'm definitely going to be there, I need to start seeing some taiga biomes around here. Looks like I'm heading more into savanna than anything. Chicken, 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 chicken. I feel like some feathers tonight. Some feathers tonight. Am I still... Yeah, I'm still collecting stuff for wheat, sure. Of course, it means my inventory is chock-a-block full again, and something inevitably is going to happen that I'm going to want to pick it up. Definitely not going to be running out of food anytime soon. Oh, hang on. You guys have... Give me your feathers or your life, chicken. I'm not killing these guys because I really don't need to carry yet another additional source of protein around. I am more than happy picking up the eggs and feathers they leave behind. Dog doing his darn level best to completely distract me, thus inevitably causing me to jump off a ledge into an unseen chasm and kill myself. Oh, look, another village inn. And probably nowhere near night, too, I bet. Fruit. This is what SevTech, your first age, is going to be an awful lot of. Finding a good spot to settle down. And cursing yourself when you run across the wolves. Now, I'm a little better equipped for this. I've got my trusty pooch friend here, and I've got some zombie flesh to heal him up. So there's something to be said for going after these guys, but there could be 3 or 4 or 5 of them here. The only thing I'm really going to get out of it is going to be wolf pelts. I can actually make armor out of that. There's only 2 that I can see there, and I would really love to see if there's any more of his friends lingering about. Yeah, just 3 of them. That's not worth it. I'm not going to get enough pelts to get a decent setup. The reason why I would love to get wolf pelt, which I don't believe I can... There we go. They've actually got decent armor value, a slightly better protective armor rating than what you get with normal leather armor. So it'd actually be a benefit to start looking at getting some of those guys, but for the short term, not really. Risk versus reward. Let's see what you guys have for me. One of them might take some cotton. I don't know. Leather worker. This is where you'd actually have benefits to using the individual pelts. Sheep pelts will get me leather though, which should actually be pretty useful. Armor wants buffalo hide for leather cordage. Well, I'm way away from getting buffalo hide. 4 wolf pet. Ugh. Yeah, we don't really have anything good. Certainly not rabbit hide. That's definitely not going to be worth going after. Tiny little village. A lot of farmland here, though. Or, not farmland. And so we resume our walking tour of places you could fall into and not presumably walk out of. There is something about seeing, well, really something nice is, from my angle, is seeing a blacksmith, especially in a UHC, because you either know that you may be on the trail of another team, or you've just secured a potential supply of things like iron, obsidian, apples, if you're lucky, a diamond. Come on, chicken, 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 chicken. So unfortunately, these guys aren't in the world long enough to really do much for eggs, but feathers, kind of. Need to also get back to a riverbed at some point. I need squid. Or a lake, or something like, say, this. These guys I don't want to mess with right now either. There's Shoggoth in there. They're very nasty things, and they shoot stuff at you that can... Well, with my armor in the state that's currently in here, these are basically one-hit kills for everything they shoot. So we'll not be going in there. Thank you very much. That's the Shoggoth you heard groaning there. Come on, I Need the ink sacks, please. There were no librarians back at that village, if I remember right. And as always in the case when you're wandering Nomad, sometimes it's just best to keep moving. Caveman Feral settles for no one. Now, if this is going to be just to put this on the same kind of level of what I had on my other world, yeah, you couldn't be walking for quite a while before you get somewhere useful. Lava pit, can't do anything with that stuff. Horses don't have a saddle to tame them. Hey, there's another village over there, and I've got 9 ink on me and 10 feathers. If it's got a librarian, I might finally be able to get that atlas. Just gotta get my way through the reeds, which are no possible way potentially a trap. You know, I'm honestly waiting to see a brown bear or something else just waiting to crawl out of the woods there. Another little lovely lag spike. Game engine is definitely good for that at this point with this level of modding on it. I mean, this is... oh. Yep. There we go. I need to stay away from those guys. That's rats. I need to get in this village, get out of it, because if they're anything like rats and other certain mod packs, they steal things out of my inventory. I don't want to take chances. Librarian. Bingo. Come here. Come here, buddy. 5 and 8. Perfect. I am going to chuck the feathers. Chuck the ink sac too, obviously, because I don't really need that at this point. And just start going the other way. Away from those rats. Put some distance between me and them. Preferably the body of water would be even better. But first, let's get the Atlas on the toolbar. Hello, Atlas. I know where I am at in the world now. And actually, it turns out I've been traveling south this entire time, presumably. Assuming I haven't managed to get myself utterly and horribly lost again. So the good news is now I've got a way to actually find myself around. Mark various locations out. It's not a very detailed map, it's a very basic map. It's not going to let me do too much with it, but at this point something is better than nothing. It's quiet out here tonight. It's too quiet. Case in point, Zomblort. Probably underground, but... nope, above ground. You got armor. Got some armor for me, friend? Dog, I like your assistance, but you're pushing them into me. Please stop doing that. This is why dogs are such an amusing idea. You know, build up a flock of dogs, so to speak. A herd of dogs, a pride of dogs, whatever you want to call a group of dogs, because I can't remember the name for it off the top of my head. Get a bunch of those in a UHC and you think, yep, you're all set. No, you're not. You generally wind up having more problems because there are that many dogs. There's a skelly around here somewhere. And a pit. Okay. Heals up. Because I'm also a sitting duck for any... oh. Dog is helping me out with said skeleton. Thank you, dog. If you're within a block or two of the water, the piranhas are pretty bad. I was completely not watching my step there. And that was incredibly stupid, reckless, and amazing I didn't get myself killed. Underground's generally a place I do not want to be right now. Cross. I swear something about this mod pack also handles the teleportation of dogs a lot better, too. Pack of dogs. Yep, wolf pack. Let's see, do I want to do that? Because my veggies are... yeah. Okay, so I want to keep the sun and the moon rising on my left while traveling when possible. Survival hut over there. I mean, problem is even the survival huts aren't going to give me all that much. You just gave me a bit of armor, so what did you give me? Oh geez, dog took damage too. Dog! Doggy. You need heals. Enjoy. And that's a bear. That's a bear. Okay, do not want to take on a bear. I think they borrowed the polar bear, basically, engine out of regular vanilla for them. So if they've got a youngin' around, you definitely want to stay away at all costs. Zombie over that way. There's nothing over here but cows. Guessing the zombie in this direction is going after the villager that probably would have spawned with this hut. I guess I'll do the right neighborly thing. Dog's HP is probably not all that great. Overall, I think it was, what, 25 that I saw when I was healing up? 25, 50? Yep, there's a boatload of you guys, and no villager. No point in sticking around to gather anything, so we shall play like we're on The Walking Dead and just slowly walk away from the evil undead. Because let's be honest, that's all you really need to do. Keep your ears open, and if you see a zombie, just walk the other way. If you hear a zombie, just walk the other way. These guys can't even use doors. What else we got? Zomble with the whatchamacallit, ravine that I don't want to fall in. So heck yeah, walk away from that. Okay, wooded forest is a good sign. I like my odds there now. So if I'm finding a wooded, not wooded forest, wooded forest. Wow, Feral, you are losing your mind. Find a good old dark oak forest. Means I'm starting to potentially get in the right direction. Fortunately, what I really need to see right now, because I can mark it on a map, is some bones. I need the wreck of a skeleton around somewhere. For the massive amounts of... It's 8 bone meal typically to buy farmland for the first achievement. And then past that, there's another, I think it's 48 bone meal need to get just 1 apple seed. And apple trees are very powerful. What's with that lagging? Go ahead, dog. You keep him away from me. 20 points. Ooh, that's not much at all. Oh, no, the zombie. Ooh, the wolf pelt. Keep him pointed away from me, please. Thank you, wolf. If you can tell, I'm not legit worried about building up XP or necessarily even... Ooh, that's a neat village over there. I'm not really worried about... Distracted Feral is very distracted tonight. I'm very, not much worrying about XP at this point, because I literally cannot accumulate it to spend it. I don't even know what era crafting tables comes in, but it's not anytime soon. Bird one of you guys back there, come on. And it's raining. Oop, I got a helmet. And a decent chest plate, too. You're not gonna let me pick it up, are ya? Yo, dog. Thank you. To repair that chest piece. Come on. You up and pick you up. Okay, I'm actually fully kitted out on armor. Kind of, considering I got all of 0 durability left on the pants there. So now I can actually worry about potentially not having to die. Walked right into that one, didn't I? Oh, wow. Alright, we got another zombies here. Fine. Did not even see that creeper. Holy crap. Okay, this is... What was that spin move there? Holy crap. Social zombie spawning rules are very clearly in effect right now. Dang it. Lag. What the heck? Okay. That was a nice little bit of pirouetting on the hill. Holy crap. I got wolf leggings out of that, but jeez. Am I safe for now? The sun's coming up, but it's still raining. I know I gotta heal the wolf up. Dog hurt. Dog is bad. Dog hurt. Come here, buddy. Get over here. Don't go under the trees where things are possibly spawning, you silly little animal. I got another helmet I can repair up on. Hey, fully repaired helmet. I'm starving, but fully repaired helmet. Repair that and get some protein. I need to start worrying about grain soon here. So, down to the riverside because I'm going to need rice. It's the only grain I can really do at the moment. Should learn not to jinx myself. Yeah, you think I would have figured that out by now. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of not jinxing myself, what am I not seeing down there? Rice. I've got seeds for rice, but I can't plant them because I don't have any farmland. Should actually grab... Let's do a swap here. I need reeds more than I need rice seeds right now. And I was about ready to say, can I do a shortcut through there? Then I realized I should be thinking better about what I'm saying. Okay, that's an even better sign. Pine forests. The super tall pine forests. That's definitely an indication I'm getting farther enough north that I should start seeing some... hopefully some taiga biomes and some abyssal craft biomes. The other thing I should also be doing with these, oh, beautiful bounty here. I can save myself a little bit more inventory space that I haven't been saving. Finding that inventory savings, this is what the tier 1 version of the game is like. Or tier 0. Because I am definitely not in a speed run for all that that's worth. You. So I'm already carrying string. And now that freed up enough that I can keep picking up some more cotton if I run across it. Tell me that's not an ocean. Tell me that's just a lake I can cross. Okay, it's not too bad. Some open terrain in that direction. I also see some rice down there, so I guess we're going this way. dog, could you not teleport right where I'm stepping? That would be really useful. They're so good at that. Okay. Actually, this isn't a bad spot to start here, almost. Yeah, I get it. I'm not going to start on that kind of... Islands are a really nice place to start out, but they also come with their own headaches, too. How's my nutrition doing anyways here? Yep, green, so good news is I'm working on that. We will be dealing with that problem as we go along here. Rice doesn't have a heck of a lot of it, so... Until I can grind up some more stuff. Fruit. Well, that's just it. It's not so much bad starting area. I could make a go of it, but then what happens is you wind up getting so much built up and invested in an area, and then you find out, well, in order to do this, I've got to do some sort of long-winded quest for something out in this particular biome. And what happens when you do that is you inevitably wind up having to realistically move a lot of your stuff, and it's definitely not that simple. There is a backpack I could construct at some point that will help, but realistically moving house is not really possible, so you'd kind of wind up having to leave a lot of stuff behind, or constantly go back and forth, or set up two bases. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to settle down near a biome where I can get some useful stuff, be not too far away from the biome that some of the questing is going to be in, and just take care of all at once. Ah, you're taunting me, game. You're taunting me. There's that pine biome, but it just ends over here. It just ends and doesn't give you the nice dark biome I'm looking for. I still have dog? Yeah. That, and they kind of knocked down the variety on some of the biomes early on, too. Like, I haven't found... If I had to guess, it's temperate swamplands. There's obviously the autumn woods biome here. Regular oak, kind of the mixed oak birch forest type stuff. I saw a bear cub. Back away, go around the other direction. Yeah, I can do that jump. Because I saw tiny little feet moving under the tree. And bear cub says, I don't want to bug your mama. I don't want to make friends with your mama. You may be friendly enough for a little while, but no. There will come a time in which you decide that, you know, mama wants to eliminate a threat to her family. And that's kind of the funny thing with having all these biomes like this, is you really actually do get this whole, oh, I'm a nomad, I'm just grabbing particularly useful bits here and there, and eventually when I find that right place, I will settle down and shift from a primarily nomadic society over to a hunter-gatherer society within a local area, and then eventually settle down to actually live somewhere. Wolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6. Never mind. I am not taking on 6, because they're like zombies almost. You hit one of them, and the entire pack starts coming after you. Split the difference. Split the difference. I'm being a little paranoid about these bears. I'll be 100% honest. But, you know, there's also other kinds of bears that haunt these woods. Much bigger grizzly bears. Dang it. Alright, Wolf, let's get you healed up. At least you're easy to get your stuff dealt with. Got some good wolf meat here that I don't want to let go. Also the head. I need that if I want to make the hood for the wolf armor, but I'm not going to worry about that. And no pelts. That's why it's not really worth it to try to go for the pelt armor automatically. Bunch more wolves over there. 2. I think we can take them. And this is why I don't go after wolves. Doesn't really seem like a win-win situation, honestly, most of the time. Let's drop that junk. Heal up on some veg. Once I can get my health level, the saturation levels high enough on all of these little meters and everything that are out there, it's also going to help me out because I'll be able to... It's going to start giving me extra hearts. Problem is getting there in the first place. It's not very easy to do with the current stats that I'm working with. Bear up on the hill. So that's no bueno. I don't think I've actually holed up in a cave for a while, which is actually pretty good for me. Okay, Shoggoth over there, which is going to make getting across this river tricky. I think I can get up that side. Just have to hope for no... Let's hope they don't poke their head out that quick. They're particularly nasty, ugly things in there. I don't want to face them right now. Doggos. Hey. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Okay. See the wolf packs try that little move on me again, huh? Oh, thank goodness the rain has stopped. So I got them all. Yep, all 4. What do we got around these parts? Aha! That's the biome I'm looking for. That is precisely the biome I am looking for. Behold the Abyssal Craft biome. That is that particular quest. They will tell you in this quest tree, by the way, that you can craft this compass to find it. No. Nature's Compass doesn't find that biome. It finds your spawn biome. So just something to keep in mind. So we got Creeper down there. We've got some wolves down there, which I feel a lot more comfortable taking on if I want to. I don't want to actually live in that biome. The goal is to live near it. And as far as living near it, if I can set myself up on a little bit of peninsula or some sort of terrain that lends itself well to kind of having one way in and out of it, it's going to do me a lot of favors. So now we're in the right neighborhood, at least. I just have to find the right spot near the neighborhood. And I hate all these leaves coming out of the trees because they creep me out because I think they're something moving behind them. There's some things that just shouldn't be messed with mods. And that and the tree shagginess, because I know part of the reason why this mod is so intense on processor usage is all of these little things that they've put on the ground and the shagginess on the trees and everything. That's what it's all really there doing. It's just chewing up CPU. It makes it look a little bit nicer, but I don't know if it's really worth the cost. Really finding a good isolated point here. But we're at a good... This isn't too bad, actually. Birch, oak, spruce. I've got access to all the wood types. Some stuff over there that we can work with for cherry. And we're kind of dense enough around here. I could throw together quick enough a little bit of a shelter. So, you know what? This will have to do. This is not perfect, but good enough. Especially because I got this ready source of wood right here. And sheep just willing to throw themselves at me so I can get their wool. Yeah, the only way it really could be better is if there's a village somewhere. And there's actually that Abyssal Craft biome can have villages in it too, so it's entirely possible there might be something on that island. And somehow the villagers are perfectly okay when they're living in that area. Don't ask me how, but they are. It's not a very friendly land. Okay, grab those. More sapling, sapling, sapling. So I got an apple. Can I... Nope, not hungry enough for it yet. Apples will be pretty nice. That's going to give me more fruit. Home sweet home. Derptastic edition. Let's get that down. Chopping blocks ready to go. Can I make tiki torches yet? Nope. I need to finish more of this stuff. So grill and mill require that. That's going to require something to run fire out of, and it's going to require clay to start with. It looks like... Oof. This could be a nasty spot from the standpoint of piranha attacks. So, diorite, but no salt. Some salt blocks. There's some over here. Okay, yeah, we're good there. So we've got salt. We'll need that for doing our initial leather. So I'm going to go ahead and realize that I haven't crafted myself even a basic shovel yet. What am I doing out here? Feral, feral, feral. Come on, you can do better than this. Not be completely dunderheaded here. The great thing is hunting is also much easier. Provided I manage to keep track of the animals and where they fall. Let's go ahead and... Since I got a good amount of food here to cook with, start that off. And let's try, now that I don't have a sheep headbutting me out of the way constantly, need some cobble. I might actually be able to do this with, will you work? We're gonna find out. I don't know if it'll let me do it with diorite in this mod pack or not. Survey says... Smashy, smashy. Nope. No good. Diorite's just as useless as it is in the normal game. Try to swim down and pick up some cobble there. Or I could just come over here. It's gonna take me that much to get down to cobble. Okay, when there's mud in the way, yeah, it's gonna take me a little while. Okay, could you give me something other than sandstone? Be nice. Oh, for the... You guys probably can't really see this all that well on YouTube as I'm doing this. For that I do apologize. You know, for it being a new moon there, the mobs are definitely not bugging me all that much, which is kind of scary. Usually they're all out and about. But that's the other neat thing about this mod pack, is they do this whole thing where they're like, okay, you know, sure we could, you've got 1,000,001 enemies that are going to be added in this mod, but we're not going to throw them all at you from day one. The progression system works out really well for that. Let's also do... I badly need... Dogs, dogs, dogs. Come here. Get your butts over here. You sit, you sit, you sit, and you get your butt down. I can't have you guys, when I have to swing a rock to craft things and swing an axe to get wood, have you guys constantly going in the way. Double click too much. Alright, let's get ourselves... Stick a rock in the middle of it and bash it a few times. As soon as I have my basher in my hand. Oh, thank goodness. Chest. And the neat thing is you can also pick up the... You can pick these up and actually move them around, which is pretty darn cool. But I can store things... Actually, let's get you guys planted up. Can't cook the potatoes or the carrots just yet, or do much with the pelts. Let's drop off the twine and string. We've got the food that I can cook up at the front. I guess I must keep the zombie flesh on me for use. Can't do anything with the bone just yet. Well, actually, I could. I could craft that nature's compass, but eh. Alright, and stones work for normal. Stone is a cobblestone, so useful not needing to cook cobble. That's... Yeah, that's the problem. I'm age 0 still, and they definitely did not want to let me make a stone shovel out of that, so... There is definitely still some limitations as to what it will accept, which also, keeping this in mind, let's get a pick next. So I can get rid of my survival pick. Tuck that off to the side. This is going to hold up a little better. I'm going to keep the bone just because they're actually a little more convenient to work with than... Well, they're less resource intensive, if anything, than just normal, straight up stone swords. Actually, the damage is a little different, too. I just like them better that way. So we got the fire starter, spear, work. We'll hang on to the wolf pelt for now. Can't do anything with you at the moment either. So... we are on the hunt for some clay. Where am I gonna find some clay? Somewhere, anywhere. Fast deposit of it, please, would be very helpful. Preferably not underwater, but I will take it underwater. There we go. Not a lot of it, but it'll get me started at least. Oh, there's horses over here too. Sweet! There's horses, there's more dogs. That's perfect. I'm in a pretty good spot, aside from what is down here. Big wide open cave. Not gonna scare me in the slightest. I'm not gonna fall down that. More horses and sheep. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent spot once I get the outer perimeter established. More importantly, I need a kiln. Please give me a kiln. Need a slab for that. I forgot about that. Can I get... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to necessarily get it from here, but we'll try. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's salt down here, too. Once I have something a little better for swimming, I can take a bit of a further peek down there. I think I also want to do... Let me get another... You can never have enough chests in this game. Certainly not to start with. You will inevitably always find yourself needing to store more and more crap as time goes on. Like mud clump. I can dry that to be a mud block in the kiln. Need to carry the saplings. I'm trying to think where I might want to set up a survival shelter, but probably not near the water line. 3 for the slab. And you only get 3 of them. So make them last. And now for the really fun part. I have to cook up the kiln. And wherever I put this thing to cook up is where it needs to stay. And it's going to need to have an open fire under it, so anything flammable needs to pretty much be moved away. So I'm going to clear a bit more of an area here. Traditionally, what I wind up doing is sticking the flammable things as close to the water as I can get it. Which tends to also then limit the amount of farmland I can work with initially, because I can't carry water for a good while here. Kind of thinking over on this edge. Because I really don't want to burn down half the forest. It's kind of bad form. Let's get that flour out of the way, and... Open flame and woods, not that much of a help. Alright, let's... Normally, I've got 3 kilns going. In this case, we're going to start off with 1. Stick our clay kiln over it. I'm going to stick a piece of wood in there so I can... Actually, how about it? Let's place everybody's least favorite wood in Minecraft, the birch log. And grab my fire sticks. 1 in the offhand, 1 in the on-hand. And abracadabra. Bada bing, bada boom. That's going to start that process off. While we're cooking that up and getting our first charcoal, I'll let that potentially burn out. Get a second kiln ready to go here. Some love 1, some love 2. Let's see. Get that. Are you gonna... There we go. Charcoal just in time. If I'm lucky, the flames from that might pop over. Probably not that lucky, but let's get another piece of charcoal going and prep that. So we're going to set up our... Now that we've got that, we can actually start thinking about cooking as well. So this is going to kind of be our little combo workshop slash cookery here. Guess I'm gonna need to craft more fire sticks to do this anyway, so... Okay, lesson learned, do not walk while crafting the fire. Alright, you have burned yourself out. That's okay. I'm gonna borrow this. Get a bunch of these going, and... one. Now, I could have traded for a firebow, which would have made this a lot less painful, but... I think as far as... How am I doing on lighting? Yeah. I mean, the great news is the natural light makes... Case in point, things to watch out for. Let's not burn down the forest, please. Fire spread is particularly fun. My offline world had a lava lake on an island about that size, and getting near that island has always been a little bit of a challenge lately, because it's laggy as all heck. So I don't like the fact that you're showing me spawnable areas under here during the day. Can we just go ahead and deal with you real quick? Consider doing some blocking. Very cheap and ugly blocking, because I'm a caveman. I don't know anything about walls. Or proper structures. Aside from how to build up a lot of stuff here. More. Ooh, you're spawnable too. You're all spawnable. Darn it. Need some smooth wood so I can start, or smooth stone so I can start doing all of the other things I need to do. I need the grills, I need the millstones. The faster I can get my food supply in order, the better off I'm going to be, because I'm going to have to harvest less. Spend a lot less time gathering all this stuff and hunting down the animals in the area. Because there are more efficient ways I can be using them, particularly cows. They're going to become very important by the end of stage 1, or the end of stage 2. That's the other reason I hate mud blocks. They don't let you properly jump them. You can't, what's the word I'm thinking of? Smooth walk doesn't work over them. The, auto jump. I see you drop that sapling back there. No. You're not putting a sapling there. Everyone loves the light. They're all gonna follow into the fire pits here and kill themselves off to help me out, right? Let's see. 1, 2. Then I know I need a stick on top. Kilns are your early game furnaces. They're basically there to get you some of the very raw resources. Not so much furnaces from the standpoint of cooking food or anything, though. For that, I need a stone grill, which is what I'm working on here. Once I get that going, that's everything I need to properly cook food. More accurately, the vegetables I haven't been able to actually eat or cook yet. There we go. Oh, that's actually the stone. Oh, right, yeah, I've got to do the stone and then the smooth stone on the bottom and the rock and the triangle on top. Screwed that one up, but that's not bad. It's actually easier to make them. I need to make that anyways, because that's where we're going to start prepping some of our supplies, including down here. Yeah, got everything. Not going to be able... Actually, I can't really do anything with the flour just yet. I can grind it. I can make it into what I'm going to need to make bread, but I can't make bread just yet because I don't have a way to get water. And grinding. Yep, and welcome to your first bit of civilization here. Hey Samuel, how's it going? So that's regular flour. This is the first time I've seen that. Kohash. Can't do anything with you, but it's something I can pick up. It's like the horse flies almost. Rice, and actually let's drop off the seeds first. It is kind of neat having the having all this stuff kind of sitting out here in the open where you can leave a chest open and see what's there. It's pretty unique. It's also kind of CPU intensive. Let's also, while I'm doing this, sheep, you are just asking to be lit on fire right now. Oh, good. Local wolf is going to take care of the problem. Thank you, wolf. I'll take that. If he's gonna hunt for me, I can at least take advantage of what he's done. How do you think wolves were domesticated in the first place? Yeah, you just go over there, and I'm gonna make you kill all this stuff, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna nick what you've left behind. Yeah, sounds good. Drop that off. I need stone. Don't think that required anything in... No, it did require the twine... No, that was for the regular campfire. There we go. Hot grill. Hot stuff. Coming through. Set you up over in that corner. And as before, now you see why I was picking up 20 million sticks on the way over here? This would be why. There we go. Fire's up. And this means I can come over here and start cooking up things. Not mean to grab that. Get back in there, flour. Once I can start picking up and crafting with water, I will actually be able to make a very watery flatbread of sorts. If I do 2 more you guys, I can get another grill going. Because I may not be cooking with gas, but I'm cooking on grass, I guess. I don't know. I've had to struggle to find something to say here. Here's grass underfoot. I'm cooking on it. It counts. Hey, roasted veggies. And the great news is that's a little bit extra boost on the veggies, just like cooking meat. You know, it's 1 protein for that, then I go up to much higher protein values. And once I got the carrots done and I get the potatoes in play, that's going to help me get my potatoes, or my vegetables and protein sources together. Make it much more efficient to eat. Don't know why I'm cooking it 6 times. I only need to bash it 5 to make something, but I'll check. We got some confused zombies over there. Not sure how to go across the river. So Abyssal Craft stuff is going to be spawning over there. There's going to be smoke or shadow creatures. I'm going to need to go after them at some point for one of the achievements I need to get out of 0. Here's zombie. Where's zombie? Oh, Zombert, you want to make yourself known? You're not in the ocean. You're not over there. Ah, there you are. I heard you halfway across the world. Oh, apparently that wolf had also been killing sheep off over here. Great, so all the stuff I was counting on to be over there is now... Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Now I need to run out and do a check in the dead of night. Ah, that just despawned, you annoying little wolf, you. Bad wolf, bad wolf. And no, this is not an episode of Doctor Who. Darn it. Alright, at least they don't go after horses, so it's just the sheep that I've lost. Fortunately, that's also a good source of pelts. So you guys have been left alone. So where did... Was I... No, I can hear the zombies still over here. Where are you, friend? Are you somewhere where you can't get out? Are you lost, confused? Oh, great, the karate ones. These guys are a load of fun. You gotta take them down. Don't let them get you. Things get interesting if they start getting to a point where they can melee you. There's still another zombie I'm hearing. Yeah, there he is, his friend. Don't even know what the heck those are, but they don't do anything to me, so... Fine, you can just float around. Eventually they go away, I hope. Alright, for now, since I don't have the other fire lit yet, I should be able to do it as soon as you swapped in. There we go. Alright. Food upgrade time. My dinky little carrots there. 3 different foods, 3.4 on the protein and the veg, so not quite as powerful together, but I just got 3 decent meals out of that as opposed to different ones individually for that. Let's also... Got you cooking. I should think about getting some drying racks going while I still have some stone around here. Think about some proper safety for my cooking area here. Horse! Phew. These animals are out to get me, I tell you. Coming to take me away, haha. Wasting stone on ornamental decoration, but you know, you gotta have a little bit of fun, you know? I guess I can get in and out of there a tad easier. Can't do anything with, in case you're wondering, there is no such thing as glass yet. So I can't do anything with sand. No point in grabbing that. Clay bucket? Nope. No such thing as a clay bucket either yet. That's advanced technology there. Talking about some really fancy stuff. Comfy, cozy, and everything you need for working, aside from the crafting bench, in one spot. Can't complain. Enough high-end food to last for a while. Now I've got to worry about fruit. Fruit and grain. Grain more particularly. Let's get the potatoes back in there. Fine, I'll keep the cohosh that I keep managing to pick up. Got some meat that I can cook there as well. Primal bone shards, don't need those. Good amount of string that or wool that I'm picking up here. Quite happy with that. Don't need the birch sapling. Empty out your inventory as much as you can, as often as you can, because trust me, this stuff stacks up. Drop that off when I get my first shelter going. The dogs are coming with me. And... alright. Okay, two guys, we're going on an adventure. Because I do need some resources from over here. It's about middle of the day-ish. Realistically, there shouldn't be anything over here at this point. Maybe a creeper or two. This is also one of the ugliest modded textures I have ever seen, by the way. Alright, how much we got? 17? That should be good enough. Let's see if we've got anyone spawned further inland. Cows, sheep. By the way, there's a way I can populate sheep, by the way. I believe it'll work. That's right, you can indeed, in this era, pick up and move your animals. So much less annoying than using a skeleton, or not skeleton. I said skeleton because I saw bone. Better than using a lead. Much less annoying. Anything? Bueller? Bueller? Come on, I'm deep inside the forest here. Usually I can count on something spawning around here. Anything? Nope. Not before I hit the edge of that. And, oh, it looks like the forest actually extends over onto the mainland where I'm at for a little while there. Even nicer. We got some yew trees down there that's got some fruit on it. Chickens! Tell me you got some eggs, because I can do something else with this stuff. The chickens all get to live. I don't need their meat. I need what they're laying. A laying and dropping. Okay, I'm guessing they only let that stuff spawn over here at night then. There's special mobs in here that I should be encountering. And apparently I'm not. On the world I'm playing on, it's extremely annoying to come over to the island that I've left behind for it because they don't, there's a Shoggoth lair, like, right next to the island. So every time I go over, I've got to deal with potentially running into Shoggoth. They're not very fun to play with. Anything? Nothing? Come on, game. I can get rid of that. Save the animals over here at least. Get rid of... Don't want to carry you the poison ivy around. Are you crazy? Huh. Okay. Yeah, this is a complete bust then. Nothing over here. That's highly annoying. Second tier, well, the whole thing with the chest is you actually... It's kind of funny. I've been watching some of the stuff on the tubes of people playing this series, or this mod pack. And people are like, oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. And it's like, well, if you kind of look at the progression, yeah, you actually do. And one of those is we do need advanced primal chests for some of the stuff that we're going to be building. And of course, we also need a flame-grilled whopper at one point, which is a wooden hopper that's been advanced to Mark II that is then auto-advanced to auto, basically have a fire under it. Let's see if maybe I can... Okay, there's 3. Dog number 5. At least he's not going to be eating the sheep anymore. There's a lot of kind of progression stuff that I'm... There's methods to my madness, shall we say. Alright guys, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna have to listen to them woofing all the time. Can't really drop anything out of that, so... Because here's the trick. You guys aren't really seeing all of what's in progression for this, because there's multiple steps under here that still haven't been unhidden. I need to make a wooden hopper to craft a wooden hopper Mark II to craft the super-sized hopper, which is the flame-grilled whopper. That one is going to require materials that I'm only going to be able to get through Totemic, which is going to require me at some point to bring cows over here and get them going and start raising buffalo. That's where I'm going to lose my mind on certain things, by the way. Salt. I've got... If I actually... Nope, that's flour. I thought I picked up salt. No, I said I found salt. I didn't pick it up. There we go. Gets that advancement out of the way. I can start thinking about tanning hides now that I've got salt. And this is a fun little process, too. But before I do that, because, you know, I'm just jumping around all over the place mentally here. Let's see what I can do for improved lighting. Because I really would like some tiki torches, if the game doesn't mind. Can we make the tiki... Yes, we can make totem... Well, not totem torches. Not tiki torches, totem torches, but realistically, come on, they're tiki torches. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just dealing with a little bit of things there. Just don't really like people coming around and advertising other channels of mine. That's a little on the crass side, let's be honest. Maybe a little bit of holdover behavior from the really, really old online RPG days. Where you didn't just go randomly wandering into someone else's guild channel and start trying to recruit people. Alright, let's get some decent lighting in here. Ah, that's much better. There, this whole area will light itself pretty much. And let's start lighting back into the woods on this side. I'm not getting 100% light distribution, but since it is getting dark, already missing my full-fledged normal vanilla crafting bench now. Alright, tiki torch. Got that one, that's good. There to there. Okay, no, that's a horse. That's okay. I'm okay with letting the horses run around. We have a torch left. Okay, I'll live with having a torch on me. They're definitely spawning mobs over there, but not the shadow mobs I'd like. Unless the abyssal zombies are spawning with armor these days, but I don't know if they are. So, let's see, having opened up some of this stuff, let's get the nature's compass here. That one should be easy. Saplings and the bone shard and some stripped logs. Perfect. I can get rid of you. Slight bug with the work blade, by the way, too. Where it doesn't take the last item out, annoyingly enough. So for those in a circle with a bone shard. And this is where I'm going to prove to you guys that the text for this quest is indeed bugged. I'm going to craft it, and spider sense was tingling there. Looks like we're good. Okay, so compass. This is stated in the quest for this that's supposed to, you'll need to seek out Darkland biomes to continue your journey. Use the nature's compass to locate the nearest biome, which is across the river, and you'll note that the needle of the compass is pointing us in this direction. It's pointing back to the spawn chunk, because I was heading south this whole trip down, and it's pointing me back to the spawn chunk. So if you're ever curious, that's how you find where you get back to your spawn chunk, at least. Quest lies. It is not that indeed. I automatically got that because I've already been over there. I need to acquire a shadow gem from shadow creatures. We're not going to worry about that just yet, because I need to do... No, not something stupid like that. Oh, perfect. I can do some drying racks. Because I need to start making leather. Which reminds me, as far as you guys go, I do still actually need squid. And 2 of you have decided to gather right over here for me. How awesome is that? I think I got everything. 4 should be enough for that. There's something I need to actually construct that I need the mill for. And I should be able to make the rest of what's out here based off of what I see on the ground, happily enough. I think this one can work perfectly. Lantana, can I turn you into beautiful orange dye? You, because like I said, there's no way to currently deal with water, and yep, that's Abyssal Zombie. So I need to actually create something that's going to allow me to start moving water, and I can't do straight up buckets or anything. I don't have that technology yet. I'm a poor caveman living in the sticks. And you're going to come over and be annoying as well. Fine. Anyone else? Anyone else think they want to be a hero? Anyone else think they got what it takes to take on the caveman? I don't think so. This is my neck of the woods. Yeah, it's not the most modded. I mean, that's always going to be something in flux, especially... Every time you come out with a new version of Minecraft, there's always someone who manages to push it just that one mod further. Or more accurately, the computers become more capable of handling it. Hello, Daffodil, you're not going to let me get... No. Be nice if you would, but... Need to see that there's nothing out there. I know it's no lighting over here. Orange. Possibly. Maybe yellow. I don't know. I'm gonna grab them and yeah, I think daily will go to orange. If not, basically what I need is to get to brown dye. And let's see, where am I at for food? Grain, vegetable. Okay, we're switching to protein. And look at that sucker. Protein, 81%. Beautiful. We're getting there. I think I have to get to 80 before I'm actually going to start seeing any increased health benefits from that. But, let's see. That's going to give me orange, and you're going to give me orange as well. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grind the rest of that up, because what I really need to do is... I need water bladder. And that's going to require a good amount of plant twine, which I'll get by clearing up the shoreline. And brown dye, which I can actually get off of just having some more black dye. So a couple more ink sacs will definitely help me out here. We're going to craft that. That's going to let me take water out of the river here, which I have to be careful about because of the way the mechanics work. And that'll let me start crafting things that I normally would need a bucket for. There is, yeah, Erebus, I think, might be in there. There is supposedly a hunting dimension that they mentioned in the Age 1 stuff I was looking at. So actually, I need intact for that. So, yeah, we need more squid. Pull that out and hunt sound some more here. Actually, you know what? There's something I can make that will make my life a bit easier. I could have done this on the while I was walking around. And I hear Zomberts. Could be underground, but probably not. Mr. Zombie, would you please stand up? Left side. Underground, probably. Probably down that little blasted ravine down there. Not making things any easier. We can make ourselves the precursor to a boat. A raft. Which is going to attract all manner of piranha, but also make it a lot easier to go out and hunt these guys down. That and to get back and forth. I mean, let's be honest. A5 but no sacks. That one is annoying me. Come on, I need ink sacks, guys. Go 8, that's better. I want to craft. Actually, did that finally float to the surface? Yeah, it did. Okay. I want to craft as many of these water blotters as I can, because otherwise it's annoying. You keep having to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on picking up water to craft with. And when you're doing some of this stuff, it's really annoying as all get out. Going to grind up 4 of these, so I have some black dye. Hunting dimension, basically a giant spawner, and really, I'm kind of surprised. You can kind of do that to some extent in... Well, I don't know how the spawning rules would work with it being heavily modded like this. You know, I know it's not heavily modded, but it's still modded enough. Okay, that, and I'm gonna need some... Correction, a lot more. Plant fibers. Give me your plant fibers, and I'll take sticks too, just to be on the... Help keep my, my forest cleaned up. Also noticing I have lost my animations on the, well, that one actually animated. grass isn't animating its destruction right now. Ginseng root. Not sure what I can do with that, but I can hold it without dropping it, so... I am assuming that will be useful for something. Now I've got to try to figure out what I'm going to do to keep it. $24. Perfect. 8. Well, I'll get something out of it at least. I have to try something when I do this. Here's our water challenge. Now, it might have to do with the way the water flows from. I've had the best luck with it in sand, but that's not the case there, so that's still an issue. Yeah, once you pick up the water, it's gone until I make use of it. And that use is going to be, once I pick up the hides again here, and once I remember that I've actually placed down, finished making my drying racks, Farrell's mind remains, as ever, always all over the place. Oh god, mo creatures. Ooh, that's going a ways back for me. There are not necessarily happy memories with that one. Rat, 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 rat. A rat has spawned. A rat has spawned. There's rats everywhere. Alright. Water. Salt. Salted hide. And now... do that. We set that to dry. Oh, sure. Now you're going to come up on the land. Trying to steal my raft, you annoying little floating rat. I wonder... I'll tell you what. Let's try from this angle here. Nope. Still does the same thing. Well, shoot. I mean, that's the... I don't want to have 20 million broken bits of land around my living area here. I mean, even that's kind of going to screw stuff up just doing what I just did there. I'm trying to think where the orientation is on the other world I've got. It's north out of my base, and it's got more of... here would be where the water would be that I would need. Give that a shot. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. You have to constantly go back and forth between your inventory, loading out everything, and plopping aside. This is why it's almost easier to just do the village trading to do it. Nope, that one doesn't work either. Okay. 'Twas worth a shot. Somehow there's a way to just bug out the system just slightly to get the infinite water. It is technically a river biome behind me. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna wait for you to... Actually, why am I even coming back over there? I can just stay out here. And just keep doing this. I'm kind of trying to also plan ahead for farmland, too. So I'm going to have that, and it's going to have to be within range of water, because obviously I can't really transport water at this point. So the more I think about that, and avoid putting anything down where I'm actually going to need to put farmland, or at least make it so I know it's where the farmland is going to be. Not you, salt. And fill up again. Plug the hole. And some more stuff. You can see this is why you need a ton of flippin' drying racks to do this, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. One's dried. Now, the next part about this is even more fun, because now I need to take some birch bark that I gathered up here. Or any bark will do. Here's some I prepared earlier. Turn that into this ground up version of bark, this resin. Thank you for that lovely game pause there. That was not annoying in the slightest. And now, because we weren't done enough gathering water in the first place, nope, back to work. Another bit of water, and let's turn this into proper tanned hide, which is now going to have to technically dry again. I don't want to make anything useful out of it, which I'm definitely going to need a bunch of whatchamacallits for. Drop that on the ground for now while I take care of you. It should probably help if I just go ahead and grind up the rest of the bark I've got on me, and I'm thinking about it. I got more of that to make. Oh, you can double items by hitting Alt F4. Uh-huh. Nice try. Resin. Come on. So once I get this, I can get some cordage going and really start worrying more about... we get the leather, we'll get the TP as a result. That'll give me some place to start sleeping. I can start worrying about making leads. Worrying about... Not looking forward to Totemic again. I'm gonna need more flint and a stick to do that. Things to keep in mind. I'm gonna need more bits and bobs and gubbins. So I should put you up to hang, and actually I might as well just do both. Dried hide, so that and resin. The real problem is it's kind of weird. It's like, you guys do know about the water table, right? That's something that is in most places that you can... That water's gonna come up from the ground naturally, you know? Just kind of saying. There is these sort of things that exist. I could double up the capacity here, too. Let's keep that in mind. I did kind of say I want to do multiple ladders at this point. Get that one short on the next one. Darkness falls across the land. But everything's hunky-dory here, and our ever so lovely home of this place, which we have not named, because we're cavemen, effectively, only just settling down. We don't really have names for places yet. That would be strange and unusual behavior. One, two... I should probably go over there tonight and see what I can score for enemy activity. Bone's not doing too good though. Do I have any? I don't have any spares. I might have to go with the stone. Good old stone sword, finally. Give me that lovely stone job. For I'm not gonna be able to carry anything out at this rate. Wow, I need another, like I said, you go through storage very quickly here. Yeah, the TFC farmland mechanics are far, far... I was honestly worried about that if they actually had implemented them in this. They're far more detailed, which is not a bad thing. I mean, as much fun as I poke at needing to spend 6 hours wandering around Atlas, it seems, just doing nothing but grabbing crap out of the ground. Well, what have I done so far? I've done 2.5 hours of running across the map. Because I didn't like any of the places that were out there and they didn't have the resources I needed. Never heard that before. So I can't really poke too much fun at them. So we're not going to need that. I'm close enough to home. Leave you behind. We'll leave the stat behind. Everything else I'm okay bringing with me. Come on, Rafty. Raft. There's 2 leatherhide over there. Alright, this guy over here is functionally meaningless and just taking it mob cap, unfortunately. Haven't really gotten anything useful off him except bones off of his flesh. What do we got? I'm looking for smoke, believe it or not. Some kind of smoke coming out of seemingly nowhere. Indicate that there is one of these shadow mobs around. I don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. Waiting for the piranhas to start kicking in here. There we go. There. Nope. That's wolf pelt. I'll certainly still. If I can get some more wolf pelt material, that would be certainly welcome. But this is why this is why I said, you know, when you come in, yeah, it's telling you, yeah, you need to find a biome to hunt gems down, because these guys are going to drop fragments and shards. There's some abyssal zombies. Piranha, thank you. Lovely. You just cost me a piece of armor. Probably the pants. The more powerful the creature I find around here, the better off I'm going to be for finding what I need to actually craft stuff. Flesh isn't going to do me any good right now. That's a chest piece. That helps because I've got one back at camp, I believe. I think we're just going to dock and take a look around. There we go. There we go. Perfect. You're just what I want. 2 of them. Perfect. Come on. Come here. These are the lowest end ones that I can go after here. And they've just dropped shadow fragments. I can't do anything with the shadow fragments unless I get a press to condense them. And even then, they're not going to give me all of what I need. They're going to get me up to the next sized thing, which is a shard only. So really, I don't get much out of having... Sneaky Mr. Creeper. Tell you what. How about... We have a little bit of conversation, you're gonna get the point. Stop bugging me. Yeah, these guys are gonna be a pain to find. They don't always spawn in kind of hostile mob spawns over here. I had a much better setup on my other world. I'm almost tempted to actually switch over to that one because it's also further along. So I have a bit more of a grind, but oh, hang on, there we go. Shadow creature. More fragments. Not that I'm worried about horsepower. Once I've got a lead and I can set up a horse press, I'm not going to have quite as much of a problem with production to a certain point. What do you do? Full pelt. Gimme. Thank you. That's some shoes. Just equip myself completely off the dead at this point. Could even just... Yep, shadow creature. Oh, next level up. He's a slightly nastier one. Let's see if I can... Nope, that's shadow creature. Never mind. Ow, I've been hit by a trumpet. Nice sneak attack. I hate 1.9 combat. So ridiculous. Alright, bones or that or gunpowder. Bones. I hear a zombie. I do not see zombie. Oh wow, that's a nice big pit down there. Come here, buddy. Tooting that horn at all hours of the day. Ticking me off. Come on, shadow creatures. It's almost on. Give me something to actually shoot at or hunt. Something. Ah, there's a bigger one there. The problem is he's nowhere I can get him. The problem is also the best way to take him out is actually from the water. Which is not very intuitive, but he can't shoot his little whatever he shoots from underwater. So I've had the most amount of luck actually engaging him down there. He can drop an entire gem, which is exactly what I need. Case in point. I do know whatever that is hurts. So I do not want to hang about here too long. Case in point, the blindness doesn't help either. Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go back to that corner. How are you hitting me through the walls? That's what I'd love to know. Okay, you're shooting up now, apparently, for whatever reason. Why don't you come over that hill, my friend? You stay right there. Nice and happy. You can shoot up even. Or not. Very dangerous to be in this situation right now. I will need that gem. Let's see if maybe we can increase our odds here ever so slightly. Nope. Back off. That's definitely an area of attack effect. Let's check 3. still have the spears on me. I do. Got to go down there to get them now, but at least I freed up my inventory slots a little bit. Where are you, buddy? Alright, you know what? Here. I just gave you a way up to me, friend. Really a huge mistake. Something ready to block the bar off. We're not budging from there. That's also annoying. And that's even more annoying. Well, good news is I know where my grave is. Bad news is I'm not going to be there anytime soon, because, yeah. Long journey back. And wolf already in the way there. That's great. I think he actually managed to pull me in somehow. It's the other reason why I think I found him better to fight underwater. The wolves are all sitting over there. You had over here that nice little handy dandy shelf. I think I want that shelf. Now, had I done that smart, I probably would have had the teepee up so I would have had my respawn point. That would have been a bit more sensible. Hey, buddy. Yeah. I'm back again. Can't actually just break you off the wall. Yes, perfect. Alright. How badly did that script my... Ugh. That completely reset nutrition, too. Ouch. Alright. What can we do for food on the way back? Why did I throw... I threw the wheat away. I didn't throw the, whatchamacallit. Didn't throw the seeds. I care less about the seeds right now. And just before I was going to say in before he dies. Yep. But I've got some advantages on my side for the return trip. I know where my death point is. I know where I'm going. I know that when I get there, I've got stuff stored away that I can use. I just have to find out how to actually get there this time again. Without going across the ocean, because I don't have a boat just yet. I'm also starting with newer technology, so honestly, I can very easily just gather up what I need to do string and work off that. Gather up enough stuff and sail over if I have to. It would require me remaking a new axe and a new crafting bench and all that stuff, but... I think fruit was the one I was lowest on, so I definitely need to gather up that. Start chowing down on that on my way back. He is a nasty customer. Something about showing off the other save, yeah, but the thing about that is it's like I've already advanced past all the basic stuff for that. What are you doing? Oh, you've got a little village over there. Forgot about that. Butcher can't really do much with you in that state, unfortunately. I think if there's anything worth doing on the villages on my way back, but not really. Should I see something worthwhile? Ah, I can pick up hemp all of a sudden. That's okay. It's the seeds I can't pick up for hemp, which is really stupidly annoying. Stop doing that, game. I get that they don't want you to pick up some things and carry them around with you, but let's be honest, if you're gonna make me still let me put them in my inventory, you're gonna have to just let me do it. Otherwise, you're just kind of being a dink. Yep. Should also point out that punching wood does absolutely nothing for me in this mod pack. I'd get some bark, and that would be it. I need flowers. Thank you, game. Do I want to... if I run across any flint, maybe I'll get myself just something like a survival axe, basically. Just use that as a weapon. Some grain. Okay, you know, actually, let's just do that then. Let's... Because this I can do off camera, getting back to where I was. Let me pull up the other world where I'm considerably, more advanced. That'd be the offline world here. This one I've gotten into Age 1 already, and I'm just in the process of trying to deal with, you know, be like a sneak peek of some of the stuff you gotta deal with mining and everything. Things that you have to go through to get up to this point, really. So over here on this save, I actually had to settle down in a taiga biome because it actually worked out perfectly. Apple tree over there, my totem set up over here, which absolutely sucks. I've got my buffalo supply over here. Technically not needed at this point. I've basically secured a whole end of a peninsula over here, and what I've got, aside from a big growing area over here, a little hut for all my growing supplies, I'm connected up to the ice over here, which is great because I can actually speed run pretty quickly through here. And just around the corner is that same biome type. There's a piranha trying to desperately chase me under the ice there, having no luck. You can still see parts of it are on fire down there. It's the lava pool in the center of the island. So it doesn't really spawn that much stuff, but there's also hills over here, and the ice gets pretty close to the hills, so it makes it a very convenient spot to go back and forth up onto the hillside, take out enemies, and then back off. You can see because I've got all of my stats up to almost to 100, I'm getting extra health, I'm getting nourish, strength, resistance, getting all kinds of buffs there. And as for what I need to finish on that first progression chart, we kind of saw out to about here. And maybe a little bit of, maybe the saddle showed up. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't show up until I got the lead. So there's all this stuff I still have left to do on that other world. And you have to complete everything that's in one of these rounded boxes before you move on to the next age. And you can see I'm not even anywhere near getting this age done because there's lots and lots of changes here that I actually have to worry about. I play this games. This is SevTech Ages, so it's got 263 mods in it currently. It is a very heavily modded game that most of the game mechanics have been replaced, redone. I mean, this is a vanilla crafting table that you can't make in the game from day one. That's not normally allowed. I'm stuck with the little cheesy stuff down here. These guys and the primal chests and everything, and I'm still using those because I've only just started mining and I'm going through supplies like crazy. Default Minecraft chests, holy crap, you can actually make them, but they're a pain. But I've just been slowly building this whole little corner of the world up. The problem is, well, let me put it this way. This is the map I've got on this world. I walked about double this distance before I hit a village where I finally had enough supplies to actually get the Ancient Atlas going. These spots over here I've marked because they're crossable over between various continents, because I actually had to go all the way back down to here to get horses. To get the first horse for the island, or my little settlement here, all the way back up to here. And the best part is once I did that, I've obviously been doing terraforming here. I got rid of a lot of pod soil, spread out the grass a little bit, making it livable because you need a lot of open space for these beast power tools, basically. No sooner than like 5 seconds after I did that and had grass over here, the horse spawned in here naturally. So this is kind of the stuff you've got to look forward to when you actually start to get somewhere. Not a lot of places, but somewhere. So that's kind of the what's coming up. I mean, this is stage 0. You finally get to make a normal furnace. And you're still doing potentially a lot of stuff over the open flames here. I've only got the most basic of automation at this point for millstone, and running this thing, keeping on my saturation down there. One pull, and every pull eats up saturation and only does about a quarter of the work you need to do. So to get everything I want out of one run of this machine, aka Grout from Tinker's Construct, that just burned through 3 saturation bars. So that's why it becomes very important to get a good setup going for your food. In fact, that's why I'm actually glad I've got the buffalo in there, because they're turning into my primary food source along with other things. But that's what we've got to look forward to when you start getting closer to age 1 and you get a nice little setup here. It kind of starts to feel a little more like home. And I mean, I haven't gotten into sifting yet and straining. You can get lots of fish that way. That's part of one of the things in the mod pack itself. There's a lot of stuff I can do, and I picked up adventure because I managed to get close enough to temperate wetlands. Temperate. Yeah. Can't think of the name of the biome for some reason. Temperate swamp, woodland swamp. There's ritual sites all around, and I got close enough to one that it sent a druid after me, and I had to kind of take him out, which is not very easy. But yeah, this is what I've got to look forward to. Because the way it happens, just to give you an idea of what I have to do, the hoppers themselves are easy enough to do. I'm going to be making some extra chests and some extra wood, and then stripping some more bark and sticking it around that, and a couple string for a cobweb. That's no big deal. The flame-grilled hopper here is going to require one of those. See, I'm wearing a wolf's hood on this one. Flame-grilled whopper, when we get to it, requires a shark tooth, which we're going to have to get from the sieving over there, the sifting. Red cedar plank, which you can only get from a totemic ceremony. And a shadow gem from abyssal graft, which I need from those large suckers. And charcoal dust, which I actually need this thing for. I need a millstone for it. I can't just use the hand turn mill. Here's where it gets ugly, because there's a lot of task association with this. So there's the millstone I have to do. I have to do that with charcoal. In order to get charcoal, I actually have to be able to compress. I can take low-grade charcoal, and I need that on the horse grinder to take care of that. But the other thing about this that I'm going to need, aside from that, I need horsepower to press down the shards. I need 9 of those shards to make a gem. I need 9 of the fragments to make 1 shard. So I need 9 times 9 of the stuff I'm getting out the little guys there to survive and get the gem that I'm going to need to build this stuff. But then it gets worse, because if I have to use the millstone to get the charcoal, I need Hand crank. Hand crank? Well, you're thinking of wooden gear. That can't be that bad, right? Okay, some smooth stone and a wooden gear. The wooden gear requires red before you get to stage 1, because they add a recipe for stage 1. In stage 0, it's more red cedar and buffalo teeth. So the problem is you've got to be able to do the ceremonies for turning cows into buffalo, getting a decent number of those bred up, and start a slaughtering operation there. And then you also need the red cedar saplings. The red cedar ones are easy, but the buffalo one had me screaming in rage, because even with everything boosted over here, it was not having much luck with it. Totemic and I do not get along very well. But that's what you have to look forward to when we start getting to tier, you know, age 1, or whatever the heck you want to call it. I mean, stage 1, that's what I'm thinking of. And that's when you start getting into finally being able to mine and get some basic metal smelting going on, which I've completely screwed up because I don't believe I can make castings yet. No. No, I can make the casting table, but I cannot make a ingot cast, I believe. Yep, I need stage 2 to get an ingot cast. Which is funny, because then when you look at stage 1, in order to beat this, I have to manage to get copper. Now, I don't know if they want me to get the bar of copper, or if getting the ore is going to be good enough to do it. But then I also have to build an alloy kiln. And I have to make even more stuff, and that's 8 kiln bricks. In a 2x2x2, it gets draggy, and that's the whole nice thing about the pack, is you've got a lot of playing time to look forward to, but oh boy, that is a lot of stuff to worry about there. And it takes a while to go through it. Because you think, oh, I just need to hit the big important bits, and I can get that done, and then circle back later once I've advanced the age and finish up the other stuff. Nope. They have made it all required. Alright, so back in Airstream world. On our way back to our death point. I have not died in the other world, by the way. It's the first time I've actually died in SevTech. Kind of looking at that water, and I'm thinking, yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to think about making a boat. I should be able to do that somewhat quickly. Where? I go over here because you... No, you're still underwater. Darn it. It's never fun to get gravel early game. Do that. No, that's a fish there. I thought that for a second there was some sort of thing floating around in the water. Let's see. Can I... At least I'll come back with a lot of beets. Those can go on the grill too. A pretty good source of vegetables. And sticks. Sift the material. And, yep, we've done all this before, so we know how to go about it. Basic X, and the sun's going down, but I have enough time. Chopping block, crafting table, or stump, as the case may be. And 1, 2, 3, and then I need enough to make String. String is the thing that I need. And I'm also going to need... I've got enough to make a work blade, so I can find copper or kill a sheep to get some string. Oh, sheepies. I know you're around here. And then the murders began. Come on. Do the decent thing. Fall over and die. Let's see, since I got some light over here. Four flaked flint. And... piece of twine. And a banger. Now I can take you and set 4 string. This will definitely go much quicker this trip, hopefully, until the piranhas show up. And then at which point I'm doomed because I don't have any armor. There. Alright. It's time to speed this process up. Actually, there's something to be said for also getting a pick right now, too. I forgot about those bones on the way back. I don't have an atlas with me. It's not gonna... I can't actually keep track of where I'm at. But this time, I'm going to have the pickaxe to actually pick that up and the equipment to do it with. So let's take care of that real quick, shall we? Find that stone again. Just have to keep an eye out for anything trying to sneak up on me. That goes in a different pattern than what I'm used to. You to there. Twine. Oh, lovely. Look, unless you're dropping off twine, I'm not interested in what you're trying to sell. Well, actually, I take that back. I will certainly take a bone. But only if you're actually going to give me something out of it. Guess that bone is rotten enough to be no good, huh? Twine. Give me some plant fiber, you silly leaves. Fork over the fiber or nobody gets hurt. Which I guess somebody would get hurt unless you fork over the fiber. Okay. This is gonna go much better now. Bone blocks, come here. Especially because there's the village on the other side of that, too. So it took me a day and a half to get to, almost, seemingly. It's at least gonna be quicker with the raft. Yep, hang on. I can see my friends are in danger. For they are being chased by the evil dead. And the evil undead has armor, which makes him worthwhile. Let's see. It's not much, but it still counts. Okay, that's a heck of a lot of it. Never mind. Friend, I'm gonna do you one favor. Run for your life. I am truly sorry for your loss, but you're losing everything over there. The war is going badly. I would recommend GTFOing. Don't worry, I'm just here to loot your giant whale skeleton. I know this is kind of depleting your natural resources in the area, but let's face it, tourism's on the decline, my friend. Let's see how much I want to worry about. Don't really care about that. 22. Gather as much as I can. I mean, I still can't do anything with this stuff with any villages along the way until I can get back to my base and grind it down into bone meal, but I certainly have no qualms with collecting what I can here. Auto step is just ever so slightly annoying sometimes. You can't get close to some stuff that you're trying to take down. $47. Yeah, I might as well just use up the entire pickaxe over here at this rate. At least get all the stuff that's on the surface of the water. It looks like the mobs are perfectly content to either despawn over there at the moment or not take on the other denizens, so I guess non-interference is the best way to go here. Let's see, I can... Other thing that is something to keep in mind is you're not going to encounter a lot of stuff like slimes. They don't exist in the world. What the heck is... Great. Guys are going to make this royal... Great. Pain would be the word I'm thinking of. It's my raft back there. I need to lure you out this way. And maybe if I can get him to go around this thing, I can escape around the other side and get my raft back. Okay. I didn't know you guys started spawning. I've seen those before. I can't remember which mod is spawning those, but I hate them. There's another mod pack I used to play that they would constantly be spawning in. Little underground huts and whatnot. Alright, let's see if we can get back home quicker. I don't think there's anything really too overly hilly between me. I think everything... It should hopefully just be a straight flat run. It's the occasional bend to navigate. I still have to watch out for those wild wolf packs. They do a pretty good job of chasing you down in boats. Easier to deal with in the water, but... kicking way over to the west on that compass spin. I think that's as far as I'm gonna be able to take this. Come here. Never you can do anything with the compass as far as making things. Kind of funny if you could actually take it apart for parts or something. This one's going my way a bit better. So yes, not exactly thrilling stuff going on here, and that's part of why I'm a little worried about how well this is going to do as any sort of regular stream. Maybe not necessarily something for the main channel, but something to throw in as a one-off over on Twitch or whatnot. We'll see. Tomorrow I definitely still want to do Cliff Empires. That one is redeeming some of the name that goes with early access. They've managed to avoid some of the worst things that you can do. It definitely feels like it's a pretty close to polished product at this point. Already put in a little bit of time playing it. It's definitely as far as I'm not really a tower defense game kind of person. Much more city planning and building type stuff, and they didn't do that bad of a job at it. Yeah, an uncrafting table would be pretty nice for this, but take away all the fun and interesting toys. Let's see, so still about due north from here. You're kind of potentially not going where I want to go. But that looks like an open ocean beyond there. Oh, hang on, fruit. Can't turn down the free food. Fruit, grain, veg. Let's switch over and now I'm on potato here. Hey, maybe that's not open ocean. Anyone's thinking about the song Just Around the River Bend, don't. Yeah, this is not going. Well, maybe. Are you splitting up here and going to the left? If not, I'm piranha. Hot on my tail. Good news is they always go after the boat first. Other good news is, well, if I'm going on foot from here, I might as well... No bones, just the bone blocks. Might as well just take the raft with me. Oh, how much further do I have to go? Pretty game check? Kind of. Could try to take down some more cows. And they're ones that I don't have to keep alive, so sure, why not? Love to get some armor, or not armor, leather out of you guys, though. You do that. Sunflower. Don't know what I'll necessarily need a sunflower for. Maybe there's something useful they can do for me. It's just like I can see that, I want to guess Rotary Craft is installed in here, because there's canola flowers right there. We don't know what these are yet, either. We don't get whale until age 1, or stage 1. Four pelts. Ah, ah, ah. Who's left? Who's next on the slaughter list? Come here. Get over here. Making me backtrack down the shoreline. All for one pelt. Alright, I'll grab one more and then continue the trip back, because this is obviously tearing through my supplies and my limited pick at this point. Or axe, I should say. But it just gave me bones, so I could get more animal friends, potentially. Not that I really need more dogs. Please, no more dogs. Great for UHC, not when you've got to try to do regular survival with that many dogs. Alright, 7 pelts. That should be more than enough for any... 7 pelts and 23. Yeah. Oh, hello. Well, I mean, if you're going to sit right out here in the open like this... I'm not gonna give up a chance to get some extra there. Yeah, a couple more minutes till sundown. We're good. It's kind of hard to... No, that's a bear over there. Though, to be honest, a bear pelt would kind of be nice. Yeah, I remember this spot now, too, because that was the bear that was on shore, and we had the villager there that we didn't think was going to survive going through that underground tunnel, but apparently he did. He's also got a lot of sheep stuff around him from those doggies. Thank you, doggies. This is a slightly faster method of getting home. Not a great method, but slightly faster. Yeah, there's a ritual site up there. I definitely want to avoid that. I am in no shape to take on a druid right now. Fishies. Yep, flower. Never mind. Furnace flowers, yeah. Really. At this point, flowers are only good for dye right now. I don't need all that much dye at the moment. There is just something nice and relaxing about doing this sort of thing, though. It's a bear cub up there. Mama bear, nowhere to be found. going to be in some tighter terrain. I may have to give up the raft at a point in here. See how tight this is going to get. Oh yeah, definitely narrowing up there. Fruit. Those, yeah, brush tips, fine. I can use that for thatch and get my thatch collection started, even though I can't really build a roof over anything right now. It's a funny thing, you've got thatch is a very great early game building supply, but all you can really do is use it on for a roof of your head that is more than likely going to have a big fire underneath it. It is slightly problematic, that. Just as this is. Alright, where is Bozo the Clown over here? Thank you. Alright, let's get up onto the mainland. This is where you find out just how far I actually did have to walk. Now we're on another mainland stretch of running. Whoa, what was that? I have another one of those shooty guys after me. Is that what they replaced the iron golems with, I'm wondering? Is that something that they do? That you've got some sort of iron golem, like, yep, he's over there, I see him. Okay, they really buffed those guys up then. Holy moly. Can't eat that. Let's go switch to the fruit. Great. Well, you know, I'm not worried about getting armor off of you, friends, so you can just... Ah, lovely. Rain, creepers on the hill. Squeeze past on the side. Can't keep running because I'm low on food. Oh, isn't this just a cheerful predicament? But home is straight ahead. Gotta keep going there. Poison ivy down there. Food would be good. Yeah, there's some grain I can work with. The nice thing about rice is you can have it even though you're full. So we'll just chow down on that, get my grain score back up. Skeletons. Yeah, everyone's coming out to play now. I don't want to play with them. Reaper. Village. Just I gotta. Yep, I've been here before because those plants have been stripped. Don't mind me, guys. There's just a lot of stuff following, and I just need to dare through the village, and I'll be out of your way in no time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Meanwhile, the village turns around, and there's a veritable army of things following me. Okay. Thanks, that is really welcome to see you guys over here, by the way. Thanks for dropping in. It's a rat, by the way. Something I do not want to be dealing with right now. I was wondering what that high-pitched screeching was, but then the piranhas got me. That's the armor breaking. This is Pharaoh down to half a heart now. Oh, a full heart. Let's see what little we can gain back here. Okay, breathing moment. Jeez, alright. Okay, so food's about to become a major problem. Still have the raft? Yeah, I do. All the armor is gone, so... Grain. Some rice. Don't know if that thing is any spiders anywhere near me or not, but can't take the chance. Survival hut. Okay, there's an intact one over there. That was quite a bit of a close call. I don't have anything to close the hut up with. Oh, come on. Pickaxe gonna do less damage, but it's also got better shape on it. Drop that weapon. That'd be really nice. Shoes, I'll take it. I can burn the wood in this hut for cooking. I can find some place to settle down. Really don't want to stay out here in the open in the rain. Go a little quicker if I use that. So I'll have plenty of slats for my roof. Okay, that one's gone. Need to also sharpen a bone if I can. That will make things go much quicker. Yeah, creeper. Forget the creepers. I'm not worried about creepers. It's the cyber dogs you gotta watch out for. Let's be honest here, guys. Alright. We're still straight north. Minecraft, if it could stop raining, that would be really great. Get some highlands over in that area. It's starting to actually get more to the west, and I'm having to head further east. Come on, game. Give me the boat. Seriously, come on, game. You're gonna make me craft an axe for this, aren't you? You're genuinely going to make me do this. Fine. I will craft you a flipping axe. Check that. Get rid of that. Find you. Need the wood. How not to survive in survival with Feral. Or if anything, this really should be filed more under the getting myself killed series that I used to do. Alright, chuck the axe. That's now a primary weapon. I've got veg for backup. Not need you. Or you. Thank you, game. Could have also probably made a sword, but... Oh, hey, village. Let's see, so we've got tall mountains that we've got a river path through at least. Wow, speaking of a river runs through it. Boy, these guys got screwed over by the custom river ways there. Holy crap. Was thinking about holding up and doing some cooking there, but I have to chop down more trees. Alright, this is typical of what I've been finding of a lot of terrain here on the map, on other maps, is ridiculously tall cliffs that you can't see around, that only just get tighter and tighter and tighter until you get to a point where you can't even get anything, can't get a raft by. You have to go off on foot. Which is inevitably when they've got the wolf packs, the evil wolf packs, sitting around waiting to pounce on you. I'm kind of going back south, and you're talking due north of this. Okay, I think we came over from this way last time. Let's see. Oh, right, axes on one now. There we go. There's the tall pine biomes over there. Heading in the right direction. Raft definitely cut down on a bit of time, but not a heck of a lot of it. I don't even know what this thing does for gravestones, if it actually does drop stuff there. And then the next question is that annoying little shadow monster still over there? I've got a safe way to get down there. I just don't have a way to actually deal with them. Ranged weapons the spears that I had were the only thing I can do for ranged weapons, so I may have to just craft a bunch of those and just spam them to death. Because there are no such things as bows. I wouldn't have them until much later. Thank you, game. I did not want you to do that. Can we pick something up and get rid of something useless? I'd really like to carry some more vegetables. Okay, I remember going along the shoreline there last time. Seeing these things out in the ocean saying, nope, I wasn't going to bother. Now I am, because I've got the inventory space for it. So, some advantages to dying and having to start over again. Oh yeah, that's right, and then we said there was a tall thing there, and I said, oh hell no. Downside of being like the mega taigas and everything, the massive trees you've got to deal with, those are not fun to take down with starting inventories. And nope, that doesn't curve around that way at all. Turning back. There's a bear around here too, as I recall, wasn't there? I can't remember. Not gonna worry about the cotton just yet, because I don't have any room to carry. Ah, right, yep, this. I almost made it. Oh boy. I think maybe I should call that one here and reapproach this problem from the standpoint of let's do the return trip off camera. Because that's going to take more than time that I've got left on the stream before it starts cutting the VOD. It's a good a spot as any to... well, I'll get most of the way there, and then I just have to hope the other death compass is going to be accurate. I'm going to run over here, see if I can figure out what I'm going to do next, because I definitely have been stripping a lot of resources out in the way, too. Hey, I'm back again. Yeah, there's a big cliff over there. You really got to watch your stuff jumping off that. We'll call that one the end of that for now, and we'll see what we get. Kind of see how this one does before I potentially put up any more. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Let me know if you liked seeing this in the video. Or seeing this in the video. Let me know if you guys like watching this. Just as a heads up, I have been getting a lot of feedback on the BattleTech episode from last night, because I asked the question, do you guys want me to do that more often? So I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to do BattleTech on Mondays, and I'm going to shift the Space Engineer Survival to another night TBD. It is probably... Tuesday's pretty good, I think, actually. It might be Space Engineers on Tuesday, BattleTech on Monday. This, depending on where it goes, will wind up somewhere in the schedule, possibly. I mean, it might even be a Sunday thing where I just do a long Twitch stream for it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I wish that had ended a little better, but that was my own fault. I should have aimed a little further to the left and looked down before I went. I'll catch you guys in, well, the next episode. We shall see.